Second
Sapio.
try.
You and I both haven't played shit of Returnal.
Oh my god. Welcome everyone to the 11th episode of the Renegade Realm Podcast. So sorry about the inconvenience. Some people don't even know what I'm talking about, so I'm just going to stop talking. Look at Sapio. What I said before was he's got his face pressed right up against the old camera there, and he's just showing off how much better
He looks
his
really white
beard.
all of a sudden for some reason.
Yeah, he does. He's just
Yeah, I can't
trying
explain
to be
it.
like us. I don't know what's happening, but so anyway, this is going to be a
white
very
face.
bittersweet episode because today is tonight. It's tonight now. By the time that I got the show started, Sapio, this is his last
said
show. Did I say that already? Okay, fine. Everything's fine. Everything's good here. Sapio, there he is. Oh God, just that face reveal was just so good.
Hello.
Anyway, we have also with us Assassin, my young son. My son Young. Ooh, did I just say a cuss word in
You're what?
Asian? I don't know. Go ahead.
I don't know what type of food you just called me, but all right. Thanks.
Ow.
He
Hey,
said
guys.
taco. Did he say taco? Because then it would be racist.
I said Sung Young.
He said Sung Young noodles. Ka-chow.
Oh, hey. Well, we're done. That's it. We rebooted just to stop the whole thing. Fantastic. Wonderful.
Canceled.
Yeah.
Demonetized.
Anyone who's watching, seriously, please share this out because that was a really rough. All of the links are broken now, so if you could share this out, it would really help. I never say that, but this time, please, it would seriously help. And also, Big Daddy Mac, the daddy of Macs, welcome.
Hello, I'm here. Unfortunately,
Yes.
35 minutes later. I'm
Yes, yes. And
Yes, guys,
Sapio,
please share this
Well,
out.
hold on. Why didn't I get called a food? I want to know what my Chinese food name is.
You
Better
would
not say
be-
Kung Pao chicken or nothing.
It would be Baon Young Mac.
The fuck?
I don't know.
That sounds like a goat or
Sure.
something like that. Like a goat and some noodles or something like that. What the fuck is that?
It's like Chow Young Fat, except it's Baon Young Mac. That's right. That's
yeah, let's just
legit.
go ahead and carry on with the first topic. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
that's
sir.
good.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
continue.
So yeah, Sapio, how many towels did you have to use today for your tears? You're catching tears.
I'm not a man that cries.
Okay,
So,
that's good.
You know.
That's good. Do you also have tons of pink shirts? Because real men wear pink shirts. I actually have a pinkish.
Oh,
shirt.
I do. I do actually have some pink shirts.
That's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's get into this thing. This is gonna be a fun episode. We're slowly finding our stride right as Sapio leaves, but it's fine. It's fine. You're crying. But yeah. So you know what? There is a topic that we have right off the bat that I just want to jump right into this because Assassin's the one who brought it up, and it should have been the thumbnail, but it's not. Assassin,
Are you
what the
okay?
hell? I'm fine, man. Everything's fine. It's all.
You sound like you're about to crack.
Cause I am. I'm trying to like be happy, pretend to be happy, because my life is falling apart, and then the show just fell apart, and now I'm just like, fake it till you make it, you know. So anyway, let's. I want to jump right into this. So what's the Spider-Man 2 versus Starfield? Tell us what happened. What's happening?
So in a recent interview, Tony Todd, the voice actor of Venom in the upcoming Marvel Spider-Man 2, has confirmed, or more or less confirmed, Spider-Man 2 is set to release September 2023. He also reiterated that the marketing for the game will start in August of 2023 later this year. If this is true, and if he's right, and if he's being honest, we're gonna have some major competition between Microsoft and Sony here. If Starfield launches September 6th, like Todd Howard says so, and Tony Todd is right, and Spider-Man 2 comes out in September this year, we're gonna have two major heavy hitters, and I guarantee any game thinking about coming out in September immediately is either gonna get pulled up or it's gonna get pushed back. Having a game out in September is like being in the middle of a fight between Godzilla and King Kong. You want nowhere near that shit.
It's the no man's
Fuck
zone.
no. No. stay away from that, and you back the fuck up. I don't know. I honestly don't know which game I'll pick if they both come out September. I don't know what to pick. You guys already do. Yeah, dude, I love Spider-Man. It's my favorite PlayStation exclusive, and Starfield, Bethesda's new IP I've wanted to play for years, but it's like asking me to pick a favorite child. It's like Sophie's Choice. I can't do it.
The way that I look at that, though, is that I had to be very careful how I say this, but I love Spider-Man.
Don't be a fanboy, Red.
No, I'm not, but hear me out. How many Spider-Man games do we have? I mean, literally, right now, we have there's 75 different Spider-Man games. We have played Spider-Man games before, okay? The new Spider-Man game is like the definitive Ultimate Spider-Man. Not literally the Ultimate Spider-Man, but Spider-Man game. When we got that before, it's great and everything. Starfield, no one has played Starfield. No one has played Starfield or anything like it close to No Man's Sky or whatever. My point is that choosing between the two, aren't you excited for a new experience? I mean, I don't know. I'm not telling you what to be excited for, but you know what I mean.
Well, see, the thing is, Red, when you say how many Spider-Man games do we have to play, I have to recorrect you there. How many high-quality Spider-Man games do we have to play?
Well,
not that many.
Still
not
more
that
than
many.
0, though.
It's definitely more than 0, but we don't have that many.
Point,
I mean,
Sapio.
if you there are some Activision Spider-Man games that do hit the mark, but they're just the same amount that don't hit the mark. And the thing with Starfield, I'm very excited about it because I know Bethesda's track record. I know how their games feel and play. But at the same time, I have to admit I'm a little bit worried, just like everybody else, that something could potentially go wrong. I'm hoping it's not, and I hope that doesn't happen, but I know what quality I'm getting with Spider-Man, but like you said, I do want to experience something new, but the fear of it not being as good as we all think it's going to be, it's holding me back a little bit.
So
but
before
I want to play them both.
So before I pass this on, Lorefield, shout out to Lorefield. I don't know if that's Mix or Lech. Yep, that's how tired I am. Mitch or Lex in the chat. But they gave me a good idea. They said Spider-Man would last a couple weeks with playtime, but Starfield would last years. Are you trying to play Spider-Man first? That way you can beat it in 30 hours and then you can go to Starfield?
Honestly, I beat Miles Morales. I got the Platinum Trophy for that game in literally a day and a half, so honestly.
That's what I heard.
It just depends, yeah. But then again, that game was shorter.
I can see that point.
I was going to say, Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man and Miles Morales, they're a little different in time frame. You know, Miles Morales, you could beat in 7 hours, 8 hours.
Yeah.
If you're just playing straight through the campaign, I beat it in 4 hours and 20 minutes because it was the second time I had to go back through it and beat it again on New Game Plus. I put it on normal. I just ran through it and beat it real quick. And I mean, it might not even been 4 hours. The thing that makes Spider-Man Miles Morales a little bit longer is because the side shit. Now, triple that in the Spider-Man game, maybe even 4 times that in the Spider-Man game. It's a little bit bigger, a lot more going on because it's more of a main story. Now, I think this will be a little bit. They said I think 30 hours is where they stand on the game. So, will you beat it in 30 hours? Yeah, probably. I mean, maybe, 20, 25 hours is my look at right now. So, no, come on, cat's being stupid. And I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sure you heard her in the background in between me talking.
No, I didn't actually.
I agree. See, I'm kind of a wit of assassin a little bit on this because as much as I want to play Starfield, I'm going to play them because hopefully they're not the same date. If they're the same date, I'm suing both Microsoft and Sony for fucking suicide thoughts.
Agreed. Second here.
If they come out within 2 weeks of time, right? Okay, let's say Starfield comes out. Well, we already know the 6th, and I'm guaranteed Spider-Man's going to be late. They're not gonna. First of all, Sony might be stupid in the court system with all this Activision, but they're not stupid when it comes to dates. They'll push that shit to the end of September. They'll run it against something else, but then it just makes sense. And I'm gonna probably say that what is it? The 20. It'd probably be the 20th or the 27th. I'd say somewhere in that time frame. I'm gonna say the 27th. I ain't worried about it. So when it comes out, it'll be fresh because Starfield. I'll have Starfield for 3 or 4 weeks already. Yeah, I'm gonna play it. Hell, I'm gonna play both of them as much. I'm taking off work for fucking Starfield, so that already says that. No, I'm not gonna take off. I'm not gonna take off for Spider-Man only because I do kind of know what I'm getting into already. But I want to play it so bad because I loved Amazing Spider-Man. It was one of my favorite games of last generation. Like it was literally in my top 5 of last gen. I beat that game 3 times, and I'm gonna beat it again on my PlayStation 5 here.
5 for me.
Yeah, so we're right there with it. And I beat Miles Morales twice. I love them games, and they're amazing. So I mean, but that's like Lordfield said. Yeah, I might play Spider-Man for a few 30 hours, but I'm gonna play fucking Starfield for hundreds of hours, at least 100 hours minimum. I'm gonna probably easily put 100 hours. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to sell every hooker I can in that game if they got it, and that's what I do. I'm gonna be like the pimp up in space or something, because I don't even know if they got that, but I'm just saying. There's my point. I'm gonna try to be the pimp master in space. So. All right, I'm just saying. Sorry, I just want to put that. I'll let you.
That's fine, man. Yeah, the hype is real. Sapio, this is your show today. What's your favorite Spider-Man villain ever?
Gosh, that's a tough one.
Better say Carnage.
Okay, Carnage. Are we basing it off of like movies? Because Carnage wasn't my favorite,
movies, comics, games, everything.
Gosh.
Or how about this? Can we do this? How about this? You can say your video game villain, and then you can say your movie villain. Can you do that?
All right, video game villain. Let's. Oh gosh, that's a toughie. That's still a toughie. I mean, it's very hard to beat Otto, right? Doc Ock. I think for me. Because the only Spider-Man game that I've actually ever played were the Insomniac Spider-Man games, it's gonna have to be Doc Ock. As for movie, I think it's gonna be very hard to beat Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin. It's just,
man.
I don't know, man.
True.
I really like Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio, man. And
Mysterio's pretty good too.
I will tell you, he did. Now, I agree with you, but man, his storyline led into so much shit, man. I don't know. I mean, it's tough. They're both really good.
Yeah.
And I will say, I'm gonna throw. This ain't actually Spider-Man. It's Venom 2. Carnage kind of sucked in Venom 2. It wasn't the greatest. It wasn't. And Venom 2 was good. It was okay. It was like a 6 out of 10. I wouldn't give it anything high. And that's coming 100%. From a true Spider-Man fan that loves Spider-Man. Even with the hype, it just wasn't as. I don't know. Whoever directed the movie, it couldn't have been the same person from the first one. And I'm not going to take Woody Harrelson out for that, but that Carnage was very bad. Now it's going to lead into more stuff. We kind of, if you've seen the ending of Venom 2, Carnage ain't going nowhere. You know, Venom's clearly not going anywhere. Man, I'm really surprised though. Dude, that Mysterio in that Batman movie, Mysterio.
Oh, it's mysterious.
And that Spider-Man movie, he played that so fucking good, man.
So
Jake
the
Gyllenhaal
only reason I
dog.
can't pick Mysterio is because I feel like he'll live too short. You know, I wish we got more of Mysterio.
Well, yeah. I mean, he literally. But remember, he I don't know, man. He had a plot twist that was like unbelievable. That like he bamboozled everybody, bro. He literally bamboozled like the whole New York City and everybody because of that. That's why I just think that's a true villain right there. Just haha, you know. I don't know. They're all good, man. They're both good villains. I can't be mad, you know.
Yeah. That's kind of his MO,
I think
though.
the true villain.
Bamboozling. Sorry, go ahead.
I think the true villain for Spider-Man is the writers, though.
Yeah.
I do have a question though.
Yeah,
since we're talking about Spider-Man, Sapio, you said did you like the boss fight against Doc Ock in the first game?
I didn't. See, the thing is, I don't remember any boss fights. Like, I don't really remember. Like, they weren't very memorable in terms of gameplay. I don't.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, that's fair.
You know,
I did like the Shocker one though. That one was
the
pretty
Shocker
good.
one was okay, but it felt like, you know, it still had that feeling of, okay, let's do these errands to spam Square when the Shocker is, like, you know, stunned or something like that. The boss fight just felt like an extension of regular fights.
I mean, I can
Okay.
see it.
What?
I can see
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
Well,
like he's like the pre-boss.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Rhino sucked. Rhino
Yeah,
was bad. Rhino
Yeah, I was gonna
horrible.
ask you guys, with the villains that came in the first game and in Miles Morales, is there a villain that you guys want to see return, or one that we haven't seen yet? Because I would love to at least fight Mysterio or the Lizard this time. Maybe refight Electro.
I mean, for me, we're getting it. We're getting Venom because Venom is still my favorite villain, and it's because he's not really a villain per se. He's got that struggle with there's so much there with Peter Parker. I almost said Brock Lesnar, Eddie Brock, and yeah, Brock Lesnar. It's like beating the
Over
shit
there
out
just
of Peter
dropping
Parker.
people.
No,
Yeah.
wait, Red. Did you say that Venom is your favorite villain?
Yes.
Oh, you didn't read what Lexi said earlier, because apparently anyone who says Venom is basic.
Yeah.
Use a
But
basic.
base
use
isn't
a
based
basic
a compliment.
Not really.
Who wants to tell him?
It's fine. Don't tell me.
So-
I will live in ignorance. Thanks, Lexi. Love you. Bye.
I've
No, I'm just kidding.
actually
Stay here. Don't
I've recently read the Craven the Hunter.
I was just gonna say,
stuff?
Kraven's supposed to be in the next movie. Is
Yeah.
rumored to be
Oh,
the next
really?
movie. Yeah, he's
Jason
supposed to be the
Momoa.
next- Yeah,
Aren't-
well, I don't know
aren't
who.
they making a Craven movie though?
I'm not
Yeah, they
exactly
are.
sure. So it's supposed to add on to the next Spider-Man movie or whatever. Craven, and it's almost like the Sinister Six again. You know, this time it's actually gonna be Craven's gonna be the
Okay.
small guy, and then they're gonna have the Sinister Six, which they do that every time, and then they just don't make a Spider-Man afterwards, which has annoyed me because they did that with the Amazing Spider-Man 2. The after scene credit they showed the Sinister Six, and then clearly we never seen Andrew Garfield as a Spider-Man again. But Craven is I say Craven is the guy. Him or Shocker are the two guys that like people don't talk about that I love, and I think I want to see Craven really bad. I don't think he's going to be the main guy. I think Shocker will be because he shoots that. I mean, he's more of a power guy, but Craven's like a true like somebody's going to pay him to like fucking go kill Spider-Man pretty much, and that's where he's going to get into that mood of trying to
I'm
kill.
sorry.
things.
Every time you say Shocker. Sorry, my childish mind. All right. He's like, the Shocker has arrived. He's got.
Yeah, he goes, and then he does like the thing, like it goes. He does like some just. Yeah, well, it's a little bit. Yeah, the card. God, that was the '90s cartoon. That's how you can tell we're both old.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. That takes me back, man.
Look, all I want in the new game, all I want is just swing around the city and just get shocked by Electro the entire time. Just that.
Just
ball.
randomly.
Just
Just you're swinging the crescendo, the
Yeah, like
music
it-
builds up, and you're just
like
like smack down
you're
to the
chasing
ground.
Josh Keaton again, and he just shocks you every time he gets
Josh
near
Keaton.
him.
You mean Joss Whedon, the director of the producer for Marvel Mill films?
No,
Milf.
Jo-
That's
no,
not what
Josh-
I meant to say. Milf.
Josh Keaton.
What is happening right now?
I mean, there's so many. Well, what about Morbius too? By the way, I meant that. I'm not. Y'all
Morbius.
Oh my god.
Oh, how he morb all over the place.
Let's hope Sony
He's
learned
Morbin.
that lesson.
Mighty Morbin vampire
time.
guy.
Vulture. Well, no, yeah. See, Michael Keaton's doing the Batman thing. I'm trying to think. Electro's the other guy. I'm trying to think of other guys.
Sandman.
Yeah, But see,
Sandman.
they've already kind of had Sandman
Yeah.
in here because they brought him back. So I'm trying to think that there's the Hobgoblin, which is a little bit different than the Green Goblin. He's the orange guy
Yeah.
instead of the green one. That's
He's
another
short.
one that could be.
They're
talked
saying
about.
Ned will turn
Hobgoblin.
into the Hobgoblin.
Ned.
Could.
Yeah.
Maybe. No.
Well,
No,
it's-
he's
it-
gonna
it-
become the Magic Man, right? Didn't they foreshadow that?
The Magic Man.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
kind of foreshadowed
That's
that.
his name, the Magic Man.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, well. I mean, I don't know. Kingpin might be the guy I would say to probably maybe get Craven with Kingpin mixed together and then
Kingpin.
throw maybe Shocker and somebody else in there. There might be more than one bad guy in the new Spider-Man game. I don't know. I mean, the movie is.
Oh, there's gonna be multiple. There's
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
be
the
a few
game.
returning ones too. Yeah.
And they get but Dr. Ock's the only one that I would him or the Goblin, but Goblin would fucking cuckoo. So
Lex Lorfield in the chat says that the MCU Quicksilver actor is playing Craven. Which one?
Oh yeah, Aaron
that-
Taylor Johnson. Yeah, I remember that.
yeah, Eric Taylor Johnson.
That's the
the guy
first
from
one, the one
Kick-Ass.
who's like.
Yeah, the
Is it-
guy. He died in.
Okay.
He died in Avengers. Yeah, he died in Avengers.
Right.
Yeah, he played.
I can
Kick-Ass.
see that black hair. I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see
Really?
it too.
Well, he's a lot more. I'm not even trying to be weird. I don't want to
He's
say it 'cause
hot.
I don't want to get this. well, he's better looking than he was when he was younger because he was real skinny and
He
shit
got
like
fit,
that. And
yeah.
and
Yep.
he buffed out. He plays in Vikings or something like that, or some other show where he's like a main character. I can't remember what it is. I know I just read into that because they're talking about him possibly being Wolverine too. So that was one of the other guys that was rumored to be Wolverine. So,
C-Steph knows. C-Steph's in chat. C-Steph, tell us all about why Aaron Taylor Johnson is attractive to you. Actually, no, go ahead.
I'll tell you, and I'm the straight man. So okay, all right.
He's a good-looking man. There you go. You heard it here first on Renegade Realm Podcast.
Well, I think a lot. See, when people think of him, they think of Kick-Ass, and he was that nerdy-looking bum dude in Kick-Ass. When people think of him.
Oh my God, that was him.
He's the main guy in Kick-Ass, and he don't look the same. You look at him in fucking Avengers and look at him in Kick-Ass, you would never think that he's the same. He's the same person.
That's wild. Oh my God, that is the dude. That is crazy. That's crazy. That just blew my mind.
Believe me, because I'm telling you, he don't look the same. He take the glasses off. He's not nerdy looking. He doesn't look like he's handicapped. I'm being serious. I'm not even trying to be. And in Kick-Ass, he looks like he didn't look like he belonged there. So, and it worked for the movie, clearly, because they made 2 or 3 of them. But yeah, I mean.
Oh yeah,
Brad.
right.
Which Lordfield guy is that, by the way? That's running
it's
the account.
Lexi.
That's
okay.
Lexi, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, Brad, by the way.
Yeah, she's the well, I guess they're both hosts. I can't say co-hosts.
Well, that's what I said. I didn't know who.
Co-hosts.
I didn't know who was on the account, so I didn't know who runs it.
Yeah, Lexi's awesome. Well, yeah. So anyway, that all got kicked off by saying Starfield is going up against Spider-Man 2.
Well, that's how. But this is a chat with us. This is how I like it. This is why.
Yes, just be loose and goose. That's how we like to do.
I'm not being
Red,
loose
what do you
like a
think?
goose. I'm tight like a kite.
What do I think?
What do you think? Starfield versus Spider-Man 2 in September. How do you feel about it?
I'm just gonna say because they are different types of games with different. I feel like Spider-Man's gonna have its heat, it's gonna have its hype, and then it's gonna be over the same way that it's gonna be. It's not like it's gonna be completely done and over with, but people will get into Spider-Man, be super hyped about it, be tweeting about it, and be console warring. And then when people start finishing the game, Starfield is still going to be there. I just don't see. Like, you could argue, like, Breath of the Wild 2, for example, because that is a much longer game. You do a lot more in that game. It's not just one and done and beat it, even. And that's just like any game. I'm not trying to say that Spider-Man is a linear game and that you can just beat it and be done. That's not what I mean. But as far as hype goes, if you get into Spider-Man and you don't have an Xbox, you're probably just going to be playing that till you platinum it, and then Starfield doesn't exist. If you have both, you're going to beat Spider-Man. It's going to be done, and then you're going to get into Starfield anyway. So that's just how I see it. I just don't feel like it's going to affect it too much. And Starfield's on Game Pass day one, PC and Xbox. So
I will say, Red, there's one thing
mean?
you need to do. Red, there's one thing you need to do. You need to reassure Sheena that she's going to see you before 2024.
No, she knows. She knows. I told her. I said I'm digging a hole under my house, and I'm gonna put all my TV and everything down there, and she won't see me for. No, I'm just kidding. I couldn't do that.
So you're gonna be in a hole the whole time. She's just gonna feed you.
Just like Allison
throw
Change.
Food down to you.
Allison Change. I cannot talk today. I am.
No, you cannot.
Allison Change. That's right. That was the spinoff. That's a tribute band for Allison Chains. Everyone, Allison Change. But no, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. All I need is just 2 solid days. I say that now. It's my most hyped game of my entire life. Anyway, oh god, Sapio, if you had to choose,
Elder Scrolls 6.
If you had to choose, would you choose Day 1 Spider-Man or Starfield? Go.
Oh gosh, but
Real quick, I want to say something. Hold on, Sapio. 1 second.
Okay.
You're right. That it wasn't Wolverine, Steph. It was James Bond, not Wolverine. That was my fault. I couldn't remember what it was. We had so many conversations in parties with like 20 of us screaming about this guy's better looking than this guy, Wolverine kind of scenario. Go ahead, Sapio. I do apologize. My wife was talking to me. And I had 3 conversations going on at once.
Things happen. It's all right. I think. Well,
okay.
I don't think it's likely that Spider-Man and Starfield will come out on the same day. But if it does, I would probably play Spider-Man first. The only reason being, the same reason that we've been talking about the whole time, which is that Starfield is kind of going to be a game it's going to be a gift that keeps on giving, right? Like you're going to be able to pick it up like 2 weeks after it being released, and there are still going to be things that you will nobody else has seen before. Whereas Spider-Man is kind of like a story. Like you watch a movie and you're done, right? Like you muse over it, sure, but like the movie's done.
Versus like a TV
it's
show.
not the same thing with Starfield.
The real question is, what type of movie is this? A scary movie, a porno? Is it a?
You just went straight to that, like that's a normal genre. Welcome to Netflix. What would you like? Like pornography? Would you like Barney?
Yes,
the kids
emotions,
children's channel.
Fear and horny.
Right, exactly. You want to be
Oh,
scared or
dear
horny, or
God.
both at the same time. Watch Buffy the Fan. Well, that's not. I don't know. I don't know why it came to my mind.
I don't know what you're looking at there. Now we know
that's-
your history. Sorry.
Y'all know now. Everyone knows I like blonde girls.
I've been sick and
Weird.
I can't laugh too hard. I keep dying every time I laugh. All right.
We scare me with a porno. Wow, Mac. I see. So said. Perfect. So there you go. There you have it, everyone.
Yeah.
Perfect. Wonderful, and perfect. Speaking
gonna
of
be
wonderful
great.
and perfect,
Hey, listen, we just got games. That's all. See, we're not Xbox or Pony guys here. We play both. Well, unfortunately, Red can't play PlayStation, but the other
I'm
three guys
broke.
can.
yeah.
We need to go fund me for Red.
Yes, we do.
Oh, I should do that. That's a good. I should tell everyone I have
Yeah.
like a toenail eating disorder.
What?
You
I
get no money from
I was
me for
gonna
that
say
one, so I'll do
fungus.
that.
Yeah, me neither.
Not like I eat toenails. My toenail it's a fungus eating. What am I trying to say? Let's move on.
The more you describe it, the less I'm inclined to donate.
Same
I
here.
don't know. It's interesting. It's a fun thing. You should see it in
Some
action.
dude with a foot fetish is like, I can smell it from a distance.
Oh, I can smell the fungus. Okay. Speaking of fungus, Resident Evil 4. It is getting reviews. It's getting out there. People are going hard on it, and they are pumping out the reviews on Metacritic already from the Chainsaw demo, and early reviews, obviously. And it right now is currently sitting at a 90. It was 94. I think it might be like a 91 right now. And I know some people are sort of in agreement. A lot of people are like, how can it be? It's just a remake. Look what just happened with Dead Space Remake. Remakes can be done right, and if anyone has set a precedent for how remakes should be done, I've said it before, it is the Resident Evil game so far. Whenever I heard about Dead Space being remade, I was like, oh, they're going to do the Resident Evil thing. It's the first thing that came to my mind. So go ahead. You got your finger up.
Teacher, can I go first?
Go ahead. Go.
Resident Evil can easily be the best horror adventure game from the PlayStation 2 GameCube era, and Dead Space can easily be from the PlayStation 3 and the 360 era the best two games adventure horror wise. You know what I'm saying? Easily, I put Resident Evil as the second best. I like Resident Evil 5 because of the co-op aspect, but if you just go single player, Resident Evil 4 is the best Resident Evil ever made. Dead Space is one of the scariest games I've ever played. I can't even get past most of the levels, but I've watched a walkthrough and it's great. It's been so you look at both of those things. They remade them within 2 months of each other, and look at them. Their era they come in, they're literally the best horror adventure games you can ever play. There's not many games that are better than them when it comes to that type of game, and that's why I think they're getting remade. And Wade Dead Space,
It's beautiful.
If I have not looked at nothing besides 20 seconds of gameplay because KY put it on his fucking show, and I had turned the show off because I was mad
Fucking
about
show.
it. Yeah, well, it's not nothing to do with that. I'm not mad at KY about it. I mean, I get he's just showing viewers, but I don't want to see nothing on it. I seen that in a parry, and I was pissed off. It was too much. I won't play the demo because when I start fucking playing that game here in about a week, well, in 3 fucking days, I'm
gonna
gonna
show you
play it.
something that I did, Mac. I took these sticky notes here. I have my phone on a with the with the thing to prop it up here. When I was on his show, I took a sticky note and I put it on the top of my screen so I could still see the chat and I couldn't see the gameplay.
Yeah, because you and Dylan were on his show on Thursday, right? Yeah,
I
that's right,
did not
'cause you
want
and
to see
Dylan-
that gameplay, but I was like,
yeah, and I didn't
I'm
want to
just
see it because
Yeah.
and he was KY is bad at video games, so it was even worse that he was missing. And it was irritating.
was that his gameplay? I didn't even see the
Yes,
gameplay.
that's his gameplay.
Okay, I didn't
Oh
see
my
it.
god.
Oh man, KY's gonna come in here with a fury fist. He's like, I'm not even gonna come on your guys' show next week. Fuck you. That's not how he sounds.
Some of you-
Yeah. Shout out to everyone in
chat's
chat, by
gonna
the
write
way.
it up.
A little
if
bit of
you-
time looks
Yep.
it looks great. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna keep it because I'm going no other. I don't give a shit about anything else. I'm going yes, it's a 10. I understand the ratings are 10. I'll let Assassin's the only other guy I know. Out of Sapio, I don't know if we haven't talked much about it, but I know Assassin's really excited for that shit too. So.
Real quick before we continue, I just want to say thank you everyone for sticking with us in chat. It really means a lot because we had a very fun, rough start. And to see that now we got 14 people still in the chat really, really means a lot. I know it's a cliche thing to say, but seriously, thank you. Because I was about to just say fuck it all and be done. I was so beside myself. But it's a great outlet. It's a positive community, and I love you all. So thank you. And if you can, share this out somehow, because I don't know if it's going to affect our viewership at all. We were late, and it screwed us up, and I have like 3 different versions of the show up right now I need to delete. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. And as I say that, 2 people leave. Great, perfect. Fuck up. Fuck you guys. Assassin, what do you think about Resident Evil 4 remake and the impressions? Are you excited? Are you a 94?
I was actually going to say, could you give it to Sapio? Because I have the most to say about it.
Oh, okay,
I'm so
Sapio,
excited.
what's your favorite Resident Evil game? I always say, like, what's your favorite this and that, but I'm so curious. I'm trying to squeeze you for all your worth.
We've talked about this before, I think.
Oh.
I mentioned that it was Biohazard.
Oh, yeah, you
Oh,
did.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seven.
Oh, okay, hell yeah.
Because-
nice.
Only because I haven't actually, literally, physically played the first 6 games. 6?
Yeah, or
7?
not 10
Wow.
or something
You,
like that.
wait,
Seven?
you've
There's
missed
more
the
than
first
6.
6 games, so you haven't played Resident. Okay, I get Resident Evil 1 and 3 because they're in 2 and 3. They're a little bit different. They're not the same as 7, but man, 4, 5, and 5
Oh.
were amazing. I'm
Mhm.
just saying. You gotta play
Yeah.
them. I know you ain't got
Yeah,
much
I gotta
time.
play.
I
Look,
know maybe in 20 years from now when you actually have
when
that.
the remake comes out, I'm gonna play it. Okay.
The
have
remake
to
of
play.
7.
The remake of 8 or 7, which one?
Yeah,
was
that'll come up first.
Of 4.
I thought he was talking about 7. Like, wait, you're going to wait 15 years to play the remake of 7?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a bad
real
idea.
quick. Assassin, go ahead. After we were done with Assassin, remind me to put. I want to add something. I want to ask the chat something, but I'll do it after Assassin because I know Assassin really wants to talk about this. But go ahead. Just remind me. Sorry, I just want to make. I want to ask the chat something
All right.
Okay.
All right, so my turn?
after. Yeah, go ahead.
Your
Assassin.
turn.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I watched every single review.
Do it.
I want to play this game right now. I want it so badly. I want it now. Give it to me. Inject it into my veins, Capcom. For some reason, you... Man. Like,
Breathe,
God.
motherfucker, breathe!
He's gonna come.
He's gonna come! Come to the back.
Quickly!
shut up.
Get it out.
Shut up. I told y'all this before. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick between Dead Space and RE4 Remake for, like, the best horror remake I've played in my life. Both games are amazing. RE4, I know how impactful that was to the entire industry back in the day. I understand why so many people were hesitant. When they announced the remake, some people thought, oh, they're going to go too much into action. Oh, no, they're going to go too much into horror. But from what I'm seeing from the old school fans and the new fans, as well as the critics and reviewers, and what I like about Resident Evil, this game is probably going to be one of my Game of the Year contenders, if not the one. I love this franchise so much. Horror is my field. Like, you guys have FPS, Mac has racing, Sapio has whatever he's got, but horror is definitely mine.
Nice.
And this is checking off all the right boxes for me. I cannot wait to play this game. You guys are probably not going to hear from me for a week. I'm going to be honest. I got it on PlayStation because that's where it got.
Came out, and we didn't hear from you for a week. We don't hear from you at all anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah. Hey. To be fair, no one invites me. Only you and Mac do, and by the time I get on, you both are off.
That's fair.
Let's be fair there. Let's be
It's
fair.
unfortunate with me because where I switch work, I'm getting up at 4 in the fucking morning. I normally do still stay up till 12, and then I just kind of goof off at work and sleep for like 2 hours. But we'll not tell nobody that.
I mean, like everything.
Monad,
just.
Monad says he still has his PS1 copy of the director's cut of Resident Evil. I remember I had The director's cut of Resident Evil 1 on PSP whenever it came out there. I don't know if anybody remembers that.
I didn't even know they had it on PSP like that. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, that was awesome. Resident Evil.
Wowzer.
Yeah,
Not
Red,
all-
everything I've seen so far, from the atmosphere to the combat, even the story, the character models, everything
Leon's
just
hair.
screams high quality. It screams Game of the Year to me.
Do you think that it will still have Ashley be like, Leon? And then, like, whenever, because remember, there were sections in that game where she would be higher up than you and you would, like, look up at her and she's like, oh! And, like, cover her skirt. There's going to be that. Or is she just going to be wearing leggings the whole time now?
I don't know. From what I've seen, like, there's not really much fan service from what I've seen from the reviews and gameplay that I've seen. Not that much annoyance either.
Service.
I mean, hey.
That's a joke question, but you service. Yeah, the
Hey,
president's daughter.
I've watched enough anime to know what's fan service and what's not. Let's not forget that Capcom is Japanese, and for some reason they love giving fan service.
They love giving a lot
Happy
of
endings
things.
is what you're saying?
I don't know
pretty
if it's fan service and more like, the developers just
Oh, come on,
like
Sapio.
modeling
Yeah.
things.
What type of modeling,
Yeah.
Sapio?
Just saying.
Hey, could you
Yeah,
go
just
bend over
saying.
and pick up that wrench for the 15th time? Yeah.
Go
no.
pick that up. Put it back down. Pick it up. Put it back down. Turn around. Put it down. Pick it up.
It's important for calibration.
It is. I need to get this right. Sir, what are you doing? That model is just like up and down, bending over. It's like, I'm just trying to make the game. God, let me do my job.
Somebody opens the game files and like finds these unused animations.
Right. Well, I'm not going to do it here on camera, but I know what you mean. I can use my imagination. They're like, what's that here? It's like, you never
Good
know.
choice.
You never know.
Good choice.
Yeah, you never know when we're going to need these, sir.
Smart, wise.
Who is Sir, by the way? Who is the Sir in this? Who is the director of Resident Evil remakes? Is it always the same person, or?
I don't think so. I don't remember his name, but I know that he was one of the original developers on the original Resident Evil 4, if I remember correctly.
Monad says she will still have white panties on. Perfect. That's all I wanted to know. Thank you, Monad. That's literally all I wanted to know.
Yasharua Ampo? I don't know how to say his name. It's very, very... I don't know. It's...
Can you pronounce
Can
that,
you-
Sapio?
Sapio, I'll put it in the chat, in our
That's
chat.
Japanese, not.
Oh, yo, typical racism here, man.
No, I just
No.
said because the pronunciation. I'm not gonna say because it would be Yashuro Monpo, right?
Ampo.
Am
I'm
I
not
racist
exactly
now?
sure. I don't know if that's
I
the
have an
same
Asian friend. I
director.
can say these things.
It's Yasuhiro Ampo.
There you go.
There you
Wow,
go.
and that was pretty much what I said. So there
The
you go.
guy that doesn't even speak it knows how to say it. Okay. Damn,
Assassin's
we got
Japanese.
our Korean guy here. Sorry,
All right.
okay. No.
Damn.
Are we the edge
Okay.
lords or what here? Actually, it's Assassin or
Racist.
Sapio's just sitting there being like, whatever. I'm just
Sapio's
saying,
like,
okay.
fuck it, this is my last
This
show.
is fine. This is all in good fun and good humor, right?
Okay,
Exactly.
Yeah,
Of
Mac,
course.
you had something to say.
I do have something to say. Now, this is a stupid thing because I'm a big Halo person. So last night I played Halo 5 for about 5 hours. Yes, I said Halo 5. Me and my buddy Flash played it. We just played nothing but Team Slayer. We were goofing off with our buddies, beating all the tryhards that are still playing the game for some reason. And we talked about how old Halo 5 really is. It's 8 years old. 8 years old. That could be a remake, right? Why don't we? I want to know if the chat, if people would be okay with a Halo 5 remake, getting remastered for a newer system and getting enhanced and being a better Halo because it was a very good Halo. I don't know if you guys played it, Sapie. I know you said you really didn't play much Halo, but I don't know. It's just a little thought I thought of last night when I was sitting there playing Halo. I haven't really played the game, like that much, so, but I don't know, man. I just thought about it and it just was like, shit, that's like amazing. It would be awesome if they could remaster that.
8
But,
years? So it came out in 2015?
Yeah,
Yeah.
October 27th of 2015. So it's going on
Jeez.
8 years. And it doesn't seem like it's been that long, but I remember I was just getting started with my one job a little bit after that. And it makes sense because it's a time frame of me. I was working late night shifts and stuff like that, and I was coming home afterwards. And it's just, I don't know. I was like, wow, I can't believe it's been that freaking long already. But it makes sense because it's been that, just, I guess so, man. Time flies, man. I'm telling you, the older you get, it gets faster. So, all right. Well, since Red's not here, I'll go ahead and I'll bring up the next topic because
Wait, Mac,
A similar
hold on.
similar question though. Assassin, you mentioned that you would definitely think of Evil 4 Remake as Game of the Year. Like, is it okay for a remake to be Game of the Year?
Yes, I'm gonna say
Okay.
yes.
I think if you change enough, I think if you change the story a bit or a certain amount, and I think if you change the gameplay a certain amount, like if you change enough of the original game for it to be considered new, then yes. But if it's like a remaster, then no.
What's
Play Dead-
enough?
Play
Like,
Dead
what
Space. Play Dead
changes
Space
enough?
Remake, and you'll understand what the threshold is.
Like if you play the original RE4, or just watch like a playthrough, like the first hour, and then compare it to the new one, and you'll see the difference.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So remakes.
And plus, Sapio, you gotta remember, I never played RE4, the original one, so
What?
this is the first time I played RE4.
Yeah, I've
So
seen a
it's
playthrough
technically
of
new to
the
me.
Original. Yeah.
What? Wow.
So
you guys forget
haven't
that me
even
and Sapio are not even a year apart.
Yeah.
Saba's like a 90-year-old man already. Come on, man. Like, stop.
He is wise like a 90-year-old man, but he's got the smooth skin
No,
of
he's
like
not.
a fresh
I mean,
18-year-old.
listen,
boy.
how he looks now, he will look when he's 90. It doesn't
That's
matter.
true.
It's not.
That's true.
That's true.
And,
they say Asian don't.
I just wanna
I looked
answer
like
Mac's
this
question.
since I was like 15.
There you
I
go.
wanna answer Mac's question about Halo 5. I'm gonna counter your question with a question, Mac. Wouldn't it be better?
No,
For-
not an MCC. No. I
He
already
didn't
know
even
where
let
he's
you.
going with-
Would it be better? No.
I already know where he's going with it. Put it on MCC, right?
No.
I just fucked. Go ahead.
Good.
No, but I'm just saying, wouldn't it be better to get for like the newer fans of Halo like myself? Wouldn't it be better to just like have like a from the ground up remake of Halo Combat Evolved first?
No. Combat Evolved is not. It's one of those games
Really?
where no.
It's
because-
22 years old.
Yeah, but like the thing is with that game is like when you play it online, it doesn't play like the online games now. Like that game was cancer. That game was literally cancer. When I tell you cancer, like dudes would demolish you with a pistol that from like 100 feet away, hundreds of feet away with a pistol that just 2-shot you, 3-shot you. And it was just, if you weren't good, you weren't good. And that was that. Nowadays, people be like, he's killing me. We need a nerf to the spawns. And then they'd cry about it. So that's why I say it's tough to like.
Yeah. No. Well, I don't mean the multiplayer. I just mean like the campaign.
And in reality, but campaign, you can remaster the campaign, but they're just going to say, go play MCC because MCC was just remastered about 9 years ago. So
10 years ago.
yeah.
Oh
so
my
it's 10
god,
years.
it's been that long. Holy shit.
Well, no, it has-
2014, yeah.
Oh my f.
No, that's 9 years, by the way. I just want to put that out there.
Well, yeah, 9, but almost 10.
Ugh.
Getting
Yeah,
close.
DeMarco
to
says
10.
modern Halo fans will get the Paramount Plus TV show and like it, which that's not. He's not wrong there. He's not wrong. That's because that is. It's like where is your entry level to the series? Where is your entry level depending on how old you are? You
That's
know?
what I'm saying. Like it, I think they should remaster. In all reality, they should either master 3 or Reach, where people love the game more than
Master
anything.
Cheeks.
If you can get people that clearly the 10,000 people that are going to 10 million, whatever you want to say, let's say 100,000 people that still love those games, you can get those people to remaster it and update it to the way the gameplay plays now. Yeah, Infinite's fucked, dude. I try to play it, dude, and it's unenjoyable. I lose a game, dude, and I'm just like, this fucking game sucks. I lost like 10 games last night. We played 23 games. I don't think we lost that many, but we lost like 4 games in Halo 5, and I'm just like, I'm still enjoying it, even if I'm fucking losing and dying.
But you're killing like
you know what I'm saying?
75 people in one game.
It's Halo Infinite sucks. They need to just worry about. They need to worry about the next game. I'm sorry, man. I finally like totally don't even want to put effort into the game. I don't know. But let's just
That's
go ahead.
sad.
Let's talk about Halo.
All right.
Halo. I
Time
love Halo.
Time for us to play Destiny.
I'll play Destiny. Yeah, we were talking about it the other day. I'm fine with it. It's just I don't have.
I have it
to play
downloaded.
with. Yeah. All right. They're all okay. What's up?
You know
with
what else
the
I had
Master-
downloaded? Payday 2. All right, so next topic is let's get into this.
Diablo reviews.
Yeah, so the
And-
Diablo review. So
Mixed reviews.
yeah, so this has been fun to watch, especially if anyone knows Asmongold. I've been seeing nothing, but his clips are all over the place. And not just him, but him even seeing other people. So then I watched a couple different people on in the space. It's really mixed. It's like people are really, really excited about it, but then the actual gameplay it seems really unbalanced. I haven't played it, just so you know, I have not played it, but just seems really unbalanced. It seems real. I don't know. Maybe unbalanced is just the word for it. And Diablo players are so, with their pushing their glasses up and saying, well, actually, like they know what to expect, and it seems like it's not really meeting the standards. Not to say it's bad, but it just seems mixed. I don't know. I was gonna play this game, but I don't want to. I still want to play it alone. It's the same thing. Like I can play Redfall by myself, but I don't think I could play Diablo by myself because it seems like it's pointless to the.
It's very hard.
Game. Yeah, and it can be difficult. Yeah.
Yes. So, I don't know. Sapio or Assassin? Did either one of you guys play this?
Diablo in
Sapio,
general.
you go first.
Like you ever played Diablo? No, not on a PC.
Okay.
No.
Computer
Okay.
class.
So I'm the only one.
Yeah.
So I'm the only one that's played this beta. Now I'll tell you right now, it's Diablo 2, an enhanced version of it. I will tell you that. So they took away the cartoony artwork, which I actually liked about Diablo 3. It looked really good. Now I'm not gonna say this game don't look bad. It looks good. It looks amazing. But there was so much little dumb shit wrong with it. Like I'm like I couldn't invite my friends, and even I got past up like the prologue. It wouldn't. It says after you get to the first city and the guy rides off on the horse, the prologue is complete. You can invite your friends. It would not let me invite nobody. I was having a problem with that. It kept booting me from the server. I know it's a lot of beta bullshit, whatever. Listen, if you like games like that, and if you played the Diablo in the past, you're gonna buy this game no matter what. It's still gonna be a good game. The character that I want to play, I couldn't play in the beta, so I kind of already was drawn away from it because of that. Because I wanted to try the guy, but he's blocked out. So it's a little bit of everything and anything. So is it good? Yes. Is it worth $60? I'm gonna say yeah in the long run when they fix everything. But it's just a beta. That's why you gotta. We're 4 months away. What are we? 3 months away? 2.5? Whatever. I don't know what it is. Early. June 2nd, I think is what it is. And it looks good. They need to fix little minor stuff, but that's why we're doing a beta. I'm not playing next weekend on the open beta. I might, if somebody says, hey, if they fix the invite system and I can try it out a little bit more, because I know the beta shit carries over, but it doesn't carry over to the full game. So you'll have to make a new character again when the game comes out. That's another thing. Why does that shit not carry over? Like stuff like that, but people can find glitches and shit and then they'll just abuse it and find all the free money and shit. So, I mean, it's not a Diablo game that I'm like super excited for the way they switched the playstyle up. Because Diablo's 3 playstyle and the art style was perfect. I don't know why they went away from it. They're trying to bring back them old head guys that love Diablo 2 so much they can't get out. They can't grow up when it comes to situations like that. Even though Diablo 3 sold well, I don't know.
Yeah. And Diablo
I'm gonna
2.
give it 8 out of 7.5, 8 out of 10 for just a beta. It's still really good, but you gotta fix your stuff that's wrong. But that's how they've always been. They had problems with Diablo 3. They had when they remastered Diablo 2, whatever that Scorched Edition or whatever.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah, it did well, but it had some issues. Yeah,
it had its problems, and that's the thing. It just is what it is, and it's just I don't know, man. It's September. I don't fucking give a shit about this. Sorry, I'm just saying. I'm being serious. I just want to play Starfield and Spider-Man.
Assassin.
Look, I don't have as much stake in Diablo as maybe some of the other people in the industry, but when you say mixed, I actually haven't seen any really negative or critical things being said about Diablo at all. Pretty much anyone that I follow or see on Twitter or Reddit about the beta, it's like, yeah, they have some technical issues, but as far as like how fun the game is and how impactful it seems to be, I'm hearing a lot of good things about Diablo 4, and because of that, I'm gonna try the open beta this week or this weekend if I can find time after RE4 Remake. But it's definitely piqued my interest enough to want to download and try it. Will it be good as everyone is saying it's going to be? I don't know. that's a question for fans of Diablo in general, Blizzard enthusiasts, people who have played the series for pretty much longer than I've been alive.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about this. I'm gonna jump into the beta, but I don't really know what else to say until I do and play.
Just to get behind this, just so everyone knows, I'm not talking out of my ass, because I know DeMarco says he's heard the same thing. Just complaints with servers and connective issues. Everyone is having a great time with the game, but it's sort of like DeMarco. I talked to you on Lorefield. It's like when a bug in Bethesda happens, you're kind of like whatever, and it's just part of the experience. What I've seen when people complain about Diablo 4 from what they played, it seems to be a lot of the balance issues. So like they'll get one-shotted for no reason at all, and then they'll come back to fight the thing, and then they'll one-shot it, or I'm gonna switch a class. I'm gonna choose a mage, and then they choose a mage, and then they're just like destroying everything, and they're like, well, my warrior wasn't even doing that, and this is a beta, so it's not like they grinded to get to where they were. So I should have prefaced it by saying that is what I mean by mixed reviews. It has been everyone has been enjoying their time. No one has said that it's bad, but it doesn't seem balanced from what I've seen, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. That's what betas are for. That's what betas are for. They're there for balancing and to get feedback from players rather than the people who have been in an echo chamber playtesting the thing for 1,000 years or whatever. So that's what I should have said that to begin with. So please don't cancel me, please. But yeah, so that's kind of that's where I'm at with that. I'm not going to play the game, so I hate it. I hate Diablo.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
Didn't
I don't hate it.
Like I saw from Ryan McCaffrey at IGN, he mentioned that they didn't want to repeat the Error 37 controversy from Diablo 3, not Fee. Isn't that why they have two betas? One that's closed and one that's open for everybody?
Sure, man.
That way they don't have a repeat of that?
I don't know.
Did you guys play Diablo
like
3 at launch?
Yeah, I did, but I mean, that was how long ago? I mean, I don't remember it. So
it was 10 years ago.
11 years ago, 2012.
Yeah, because I played it on the 360, and then I bought my Xbox One, and then they remastered it, and then I played it again because I liked the game so much. Like I said, it's a great game. It's just I don't know why they switched the art style. It was great in Diablo 3. It was amazing. Like it looked really good and it looked smooth. You know, it's kind of wonky again. I hate that wonkiness when you're playing the button mashing action RPG games. It's like you're sitting there and you're pressing it, and it looks like you're doing this. It just looks like you're not doing nothing. There's no movement to it. It's just like I'm playing Minecraft and Diablo. You know, why do we have these basic animations? Like this game's. I mean, you're a billion-dollar company, man.
I think you're in the minority there, Mac, because every comment that I see when it comes to Diablo 4 and the gameplay and the art style, a lot of people did not seem to like Diablo 3's art style.
That's because they're
at least from what I see.
But they're the typical motherfuckers that complain about it because they're so far they're living in 2004. That's the problem. They can't get their heads out of their ass and they don't know how to grow up and understand that shit changes. They're like the guys that just, you know, when they go to McDonald's and they get the Big Mac sauce. Why is this Big Mac sauce not taste like 2001? You know.
Oh well, yeah, that's any major franchise.
Like I'm 75 years.
Like you guys know me, I love the original Assassin's Creed, and I complain about the new ones. Just it's the same with Resident Evil, Final Fantasy. Every franchise has those legions of fans
but it
that think,
fine.
oh, the older ones are better than the new ones.
Well, I was reading into it. It was saying that they're trying to go back to more of a darker horror. You know, try to get that horror back instead of that cartooniness. Which is, I think, why not bring both? Why not have cartoony with like the nice like 2D, 3D look or whatever they had in the art style and that, and just bring horror into it. It's not that hard. I don't understand what was so hard about not bringing more blood on the walls or just stuff like I don't know.
When
I'm
you
not
mean
a developer.
both, when you mean both, do you mean like an art style like Hades but not so cel shaded?
Yes, yeah. Because have you ever played Diablo 3?
I have not, but I have seen gameplay.
Yeah, it's got like a different look. It's like Hades. It almost looks like Hades. It's got a weird. Excuse me, I'm burping. It's got that weird. I don't know, just that look. It looks more cartoony-ish. It looks good. It looks like the Minecraft
Kinda
dungeons.
looks like League of Legends, actually.
Yeah, League of Legends.
Yeah.
Like that's nice. That works. That works for them games. I don't understand why we're going back. So they're trying to make this realistic looking ass horror game. Just make it a cartoony horror game. It's not that. Get rid of I mean, you don't need it. It's a fucking video game. It don't need to be realistic. It's not Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't need to look perfect. I like the cartooniness.
Sapio, what do you think about Diablo 4? Or do you have a stake in the Diablo franchise at all?
No, not at all. I haven't played or watched any gameplay, so it's not super like on top of my radar. But I mean, it is it's supposed to be released in like 3 months, right? Like the scheduled release. So I mean,
yeah, it's June 2nd or 9th. I can't remember.
I'm
Six.
sure they got like
6,
if the complaints are really about really minor stuff, then they have plenty of time to fix that. You know.
Yeah. Well, this. Yeah.
For
Well,
the
this is
art
Blizzard we're
style, I
talking
mean,
about.
they're kind of like far gone, but I think that's more of a personal preference rather than like an objective thing.
Yeah, this is the year that Blizzard and Bethesda have no other option than to show their hand and show that they have learned their lessons from previous years. Like they can't afford to screw Diablo 4 or Starfield up. Like, this is their time to shine. This is their time to show old fans and new fans, like, hey, we still got the magic that you guys remember from all those years ago.
Yeah, man, Diablo. I'm not gonna play it, but hey, so the next thing, we're gonna talk about is because I'm gonna get all this new stuff out of the way so we can have some fun. Atomic Heart Assassin, you said a thing about sales. Atomic Heart, good.
Not sales, player count.
Player.
In 2 weeks, Atomic Heart has passed the 5 million player mark. Even though it was day one on Game Pass, $70 on PlayStation, it managed to get 5 million players. Despite the mixed reviews, you know, critiquing the dialogue and some of its gameplay. 5 million for the first... I don't think Mundfish has ever made a different game, or... I think Atomic Heart is their first game and they got 5 million players? With how meddling the review scores were and how low word of mouth they got? That's impressive.
That's pretty impressive, considering the, oh my god, that protagonist.
Yeah, they're even talking about making the sequel. Already.
God. I hope he dies at the end so we can have someone new. Sorry. I'm kidding. I need to have, like... I literally stopped playing the game because I went in... It was my fault. I'll be clear. Because the advertising for this game, the marketing, everything showed that it was dark and gritty and like, oh, you got powers. It's like BioShock. And then I was like, I'm not going to watch anything for this game because I'm sure you're going to be like a soldier who was like scientists experimented on him, whatever, he escapes. And then here you are. And as soon as the game starts, this dude opens up his mouth and he's like, wow, can't believe the times have changed, hasn't it, glove? And I'm like, oh, we got talking glove again, cool. And then I'm like, I must be playing as this dumbass, and then I'm going to die, and then the actual main protagonist is going to come, pick up the glove, and then he's going to be like, now it's my turn. And put on the glove. That's what you do when you put on a glove. And that didn't happen. That was just the character, and I couldn't believe it. Like, your character's such a fucking dickhead. It's like, there's like a moment where, spoiler, there's a moment where like someone saves your life. They're dying on a bed, and the woman's like, help me save him! Help me! And he's like, whatever. And does like a backflip out the fucking window. Like, he doesn't give a shit. And I'm just like, man, fuck this. So anyway, I had to put it down, so I will come back to it. I will come back with a different mindset. That's all.
So you realize that Forspoken raped BioShock and Atomic Heart came out?
Yeah. Speaking of BioShock, I played it last night for 4 hours straight, and it crashed on me. Lost 2.5 hours of data. I booted it up.
What?
Yes, and I went and looked at the reviews. I am so upset right now. I'm sorry, this is a tangent, but I went back and looked at the ratings and reviews on Xbox. The BioShock collection, I'm pointing at the game right now. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Everyone is saying it crashes. You'll lose your progress. You'll lose your save data. What a terrible port. And that was back in 2016. And reviews from January this year. And I'm like, I'm so deflated. I'm like, I wanted to play that so bad.
Well, is it on your SSD or is it on your fucking external?
It's on my external.
Ooh.
I would go put it on the other one and see if it works better.
Yeah, that's probably why.
So a lot of games on the older so they did the update and stuff like that. The SSD makes games run really weird sometimes, and it crashes. Halo 5 does it. Let me think of another game that does it. Rise Son of Rome did it for me. When it's on the SSD, it crashes, and then when it's on the external, it doesn't do it no more. Something about the external, because them games ain't meant to run at super duper SSD speed. Not even trying to be weird, but it's true. So, but
yes, that's why I called you crying, sobbing, like throwing stuff.
Yeah. I want to say something about Atomic Hearts.
Anyway, sorry, go ahead. Yeah, so thank you. I'll do that. This game is trash. Okay, good.
Game is fucking trash. How the hell can it get 5 million people? I'm sorry. It's just boring. The game was bad. The mechanics were awful. You know what? All a person has to do, Sapio could never play it, right? Hit the A button on the game by mistake, and they'll give it a 1 million per one person on top of that 5 million. So there'll be 5 million in one. The game is
that's what C-Steph said.
Did he?
Yeah.
See?
He said 5 million, but how many got halfway and or completed the game?
How many people got a 20th way into that motherfucking trash can? The mechanics
are
awful.
dude. He said I liked the game.
I'm sorry, man. It was just the mechanics were awful.
I'm going back to it, DeMarco. I am. I'm going back.
I'm ramping on it. You're ramping on about fucking the
yeah, but you remember what Cole said before? He said he didn't like it either. He said he didn't like it either until the second half, and that's when it picked up.
I'm not playing 20 hours of a game just to enjoy it. I'm just not.
That's like saying, "Oh, you don't like this TV show? Wait till the 7th season. That's when it really gets good." Just stick with it. It'll get
That's
good.
exactly.
I'm sorry. I mean,
perfect
and then on top of it, I already know how. I'm gonna ruin the game for everybody. That hand is gonna betray you. I don't even know what happens. I know that hand's gonna betray you because the way he was like going the left elevator. The guy's like, no, I'm going to the right one. I'm like, why I got two different options here? And I go in the one that the guy tells me that I said it, and the other one's like the bad one. I'm like, this fucking hand is trying to kill you because it knows it. And I'm like, I get to the first boss, and I'm just like, okay, cool, I beat him. I'm like, okay. I'm like totally bored of the game already. The mechanics were pissing me off because they're like, there's this like certain character that comes at you and he's a little bit faster than the other ones. And like he beats the shit out of you, and we all know that I'm good at video games. And this dude is just like, I can't hit him. I'm like, dude, did I lose both my fucking hands and I can't fight this dude or something like that? It was like you're like swinging the fucking thing. It was like, I'm like, dude, like this dude is whipping my ass. Like I'm fucking like the game is bad. The mechanics are awful. The antagonism is he's horrible. He's an asshole. I don't like him. It just
the protagonist, right?
Yeah, the main guy. Yeah, the protagonist.
Yeah,
I don't like him. I don't like him.
It's hard to play a game
I don't
where you
want
don't
to
like the protagonist.
And I don't want to enjoy it. On top of it, they're talking about fucking Nazis, and I don't even want to enjoy that shit. I don't. It's just like there's a couple things that it's like this game is shit. Throw the shit in the trash. Mid-game, another Game Pass mid-game that they come and pay millions of dollars for to waste all of our fucking time and hype. I'm just saying. I don't care. People get mad and say the game is good. Kiss my ass.
C-Steph says, should Game Pass games be counted like non-subscription games for player numbers? It being on the subscription service like Game Pass, few million players is guaranteed to be counted, which means as soon as you hit the A button, boom, you have your count.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's dumb. And I mean, you can mistakenly even load it up through the cloud and walk away like, oh, look, your kids could get on it and be like, I haven't even played that shit game yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry. There should be like you have to play it for like an hour or two. I just don't like Atomic Heart. I don't know how people can say that you enjoy that. Have they ever played any other game like that? That's any other game. BioShock. Yes, it's a similar game, but the game at least works. Like it shoots, your melees work, your like your magic powers you get or whatever the hell. It worked. That shit does not work in Atomic Hearts. It's blotchy. You're playing Minecraft. BioShock is what you're playing. I'm sorry, that's what you're playing. That's my opinion.
Sapio, can you compare anything to the hatred that Mac is giving off right now? Do you hate anything that much? Right off the top, anything in life?
No, I don't have a lot of hate in my heart, but I can compare it to, it sounds like how many people reacted while playing The Last of Us 2.
Oh, no.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At least Atomic Heart has maybe a chance of being redeemed. Last of Us Part 2 does not.
Yeah, I didn't see any golf clubs in the world of Atomic Heart.
I didn't see any lazy writing, like bridging.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of
No
that.
spoilers, because people are watching the show. But yeah.
So much
we know.
Minecraft hate.
So
See stuff.
so much Minecraft. Yeah. Can you imagine? No, I can't. I don't want to get into the last. Of this,
Everybody
I
hates
love
Minecraft on
Minecraft.
this panel. I'm not. Wait, I'm just kidding.
I don't hate
Seriously, that's it.
Minecraft. I just think when you think, listen, when I say a game plays like Minecraft, I'm saying it plays like a block game. Is what I'm saying. It plays like you're running like you're a block, and it's like,
Yeah.
why do I feel like I'm stiff? Like I gotta, can't say it because we're on YouTube. But
I'm
I
clipping that out.
myself. I stopped myself. I wanted to make sure because we all knew where I was going with that.
Oh my god.
I want to make sure.
Yeah.
Like,
While
it's-
Mac rants, DeMarco,
What?
can you like type out what you actually liked about the game? Because all I'm hearing is just this game was trash.
Yeah,
Bro,
DeMar, I love
everybody
DeMarco. He's such a good dude. And I just, he's DeMarco. Please tell us. We'll wait. Everyone just sit
Yeah.
here in silence. Let's wait.
Yeah, we'll just stare.
But as I was saying, fuck that. I'm not saying I'm bitching about Minecraft and how she gets paid.
He couldn't stay quiet for 10 seconds.
He's like, no. No silence here.
Yeah, but she kissed my ass, by the way. I'm gonna say that on.
Bashida, thank you for stopping by, Big Daddy. It's good to see you.
No, when I just think when I play, when a game plays really weird and the mechanics are very awful, when you hit a button and it takes like 2 seconds for it to happen, I feel like you're playing a Lego game, a Mario, like a Minecraft, something like that's just not. It's not meant for something big. It's not meant to be a AAA game. It's meant to be a single A game, maybe even a B game. I'm gonna go one below that. They don't even fucking make those games.
Mac, I'm not laughing at you, but when you were trying to describe it sounded like you said Lego Mario Craft.
Yeah, I don't
that's
know.
what
I probably
heard.
did.
That's what I was laughing at. Lego Mario
It
Kart.
probably is. At least
It's a whole new
play
franchise.
a fucking-
Coming soon, Lego Mario
Hey,
Craft.
I got the franchise rights. If anybody calls it, if we hear a Lego
He
Mario
had it first.
game, it's my, I had it
Exactly.
first. I
Like,
trademarked it.
why has Nintendo not jumped on that train yet? The Lego
That's
Mario
definitely,
game.
like,
Mario Craft,
A
baby.
game on Roblox.
But it's just
You're right. Yeah.
I feel like Roblox has better mechanics than Atomic Hearts, bro. That's how bad to me the mechanics.
Yeah,
The
okay.
mechanics are bad in the game. They're bad, and it does not make it. If I have to struggle to kill something like that hard, like dude, I'm not playing Dark Souls. I'll go play Dark Souls if I want to play a game like that. I'll go play Elden Ring if I want to play a game that's hard. Lego 2K.
What is she
Racing
talking
funny.
about? She said, "Leave our motherfucking big-headed brother alone." Is that a "Leave Britney Alone" reference? I want to know. Y'all remember
Yo,
that?
Bushido's just mad that I got 2 big heads and he's only got 1 big head on his fucking shoulders. So
Oh,
that's
is that
all
what
I
it
wanna
is?
say.
Oh, you're
I
the
don't
big
know.
head.
I'm just saying I got 2 big heads, one on my shoulder and one in my pants.
Good Jesus
but,
Christ! All right.
But that was not
Come
bad.
on.
That's not YouTube bad. I didn't say nothing sexual. I'm saying I have a Lego block in my pants.
And it happens to be Minecraft Steve. It's Minecraft Steve's head, the piece of the Lego
Yeah.
that you pop
Yeah.
off, and you get it in
I'm
your pants
done.
for security.
You might have to get that checked out. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I got that Lego. I can't say it. I'm like,
Let's move on.
let's move on
there.
for this.
Shout out to everyone.
Bushido's gonna
in,
get us canceled.
Oh, DeMarco says I really like the alternate history timeline that it took. Thought that the gameplay and gunplay was not as fine-tuned as it could have been, but didn't hate it. Fair.
That's so he pretty much just
There you
said
go.
what I said. Like a lot of people like this. I just don't like the Nazi story either. I don't want to.
Oh, he
intrigue on
continues.
that.
He continues. He says, open world wasn't beneficial, in my opinion, to the experience. Would have benefited to be linear, and the protag was meh, but I appreciated what it tried to do. That's
So-
fair, and I feel like
So
I might
DeMarco
come out of it that
appreciated
way.
the potential.
Yeah,
potential.
but he's saying that if they find, so maybe it's Atomic Hearts 2 when the game finally gets the millions of dollars that Xbox is going to give them for the Game Pass, another deal. Maybe they'll actually fix their mechanics. So they're all saying it's disgusting, Mac. No kinky shaming.
Oh,
And then you got DeMarco in here trying to write a review, and these guys are talking about kink shaming and shit.
DeMarco's keeping it real, and then we got all
Spiraling.
this.
No, it's not in the back
losing
of my
control.
pants, Monad. It's in the front part. I'll show it to you later.
Okey-dokey.
Jesus.
The protagonist is a D-bag, but you're absolutely right. He is. I talked earlier before you joined because you weren't here the whole time, but whatever. That's fine. I'll forgive you. But they the dude a dude saves your life, and then a woman's like, please help him, and he's like, oh, whatever, and like flicks his cigarette
he
into her
flicks
face.
the cigarette. That's where I
like,
stopped pretty much playing it. I'm like, it's like.
Stupid. Yeah. So anyway, enough. So the game is great. Everyone loves it. 5 billion people. We're the only 2 people in the world that didn't like it. But I am gonna go back to it. But
No, he's not.
I'm gonna go back with it with an open mind this time instead of
20 years later.
having the exactly 20 years later the remake of Atomic Heart.
I'm with Steph. Me and Steph normally don't agree upon nothing, but I was not excited for Atomic Hearts like everybody else. I was more excited for Monster Hunter in January than this.
Yeah, DeMarco also says it was a debut title for the studio. I'll hold that to a different standard than say BioShock Infinite. Yeah,
but BioShock
we didn't know what to
was
expect.
amazing for them.
Yeah, I agree.
2006. What is it? 6 or 05? I can't remember when BioShock.
6. No,
yeah, it was 5.
No,
Was it 5?
Was it? Was it 6 or 7?
No, it was 2005 is when the 360 got released.
Hold up, I'm looking it up.
I'm telling you, it was because.
Look at him.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
I'm looking it up.
No, it ain't
I'm
7.
looking it up.
7. No, 7 would have. No, it wouldn't have been 7 because it was more earlier. It was right. 7 was Halo days, and I didn't own an Xbox, and I played BioShock before that. Well, 360. So it was a little bit before that. But
BioShock is a 2007
August
first-person shooter
21st, 2007.
Really? So
Everything came out in 2007.
Maybe I played it right
2009, man.
Maybe I did play it before. I know I played it before Halo come out. Halo 3.
Yeah, it was,
released for
but-
Microsoft
wow,
Windows
Unreal
and
Engine
Xbox
2.
360
Wow.
platforms in August 2007.
That's my point, Bushido. I was more excited for a game that I didn't really want to fucking play than Atomic Hearts. Do you not think before you type?
I love you, Bushido.
Jeez.
That's me throwing shade at Bushido. That's all that bullshit
Wow.
he gives me, bro.
All right, so let's move on from the hatred. Let's go on to the love. We're the rest of the show is going to be fun, and we're going to be loose.
Bushido has been nothing but a friend to me. I don't give a shit. All the shit I say, he's been
Same.
nothing but great. So
Everyone has been
don't
so
care.
great, and I do thank you.
We
again,
love you,
and
Bushido.
Drop a like and all that shit. It really helps. You know, I don't need to tell you all this. You know how it works.
I'm with C Steph Karashido.
Yeah. So Sapio, you brought up this topic, and everyone. By the way, everyone in chat, this is Sapio's last show. If you didn't read the title, you probably just clicked and said, "I don't care." But this is Sapio's last show, and this is all about.
It's why I'm still here.
Which is why he's still here, by the way. 30. Wait, I can't count. 22 minutes.
22 minutes after.
Right.
When
He should have been gone.
left.
Yeah, so Sapio, this is all you. And while you bring up this, well, you know what? Never mind. Go ahead. Actually, I am going to pee for the 17th time. But go ahead. Please bring this up to the panel because I'm excited to talk about this. Yes.
I needed to know this information. Okay,
Yes, everyone needs to know.
I wanted to talk about storytelling in video games, and for me, I think there's only like a few real categories of how video games tell its stories. First is like dialogue, character interactions with NPCs. The second is just like letters, things you read on the screen. This is personally my least favorite type of storytelling in video games. And there are environmental storytelling, the things you see. Some of the ones that did it really well was like Horizon Zero Dawn. I really loved the environmental storytelling in HZD. But I wanted to open up this discussion to you guys. Like, what kind of storytelling do you really love in a video game? Was there one that just like stuck out, like in terms of how it, not only the content of the story being told, but how it was told, that really stuck out to you? I know, Mac, you had something.
Yeah,
that
I did.
was
I
on
did
your
have
mind.
one, and I remember you brought it up before we started the podcast. Well, for the 5th time. I want to say so Borderlands. I'll use Borderlands for an example on the storyline. The dialogue is, you always got like there, but I'm not talking about Borderlands 1, 2, and 3. I'm talking about Tiny Tina. The Tiny Tina Wonderland was like they were reading a book. She was like you were like kind of making a book in the game. And it was really good. And like me and my brother normally don't. My brother really has a hard time with playing game. We'll buy a game and he'll play like 4 hours of it and then he won't play it again. But this game even kept him in. We kept going back and playing it. Kept going back and playing it. The story was just driven really well because you had Tina in your head with the other 2 characters, and then it was helping, and like it was just keeping the game rolling. like, wow, it was funny stuff, it was serious stuff. It made this, like, when a boss come out, it was like a really big dog, and it was like, it made something small, and they're like, no, a really, really super big dog, and then it made the monster bigger, and it made it like open up the game to be a bigger boss than what it was. You kill the little boss, and then the big boss. It's kind of was just something weird like that, and kind of similar to like Hi-Fi Rush was another game too that just come out in December. Like they had that, like all the little characters and the guns kind of like driven the game a little bit. Just I like dialogue. Dialogue has always been my, if they talk about it, I want to hear it. Doesn't matter how it's talked. If it's talked in a story, like a narrative in the background, like Fable was a game. Was it Fable 2? I think it was, or one of the Fables. They really did it really well. It might have been 3. I think it was 3. They talked about how it's like, 172 days from now, the king is this type of person, and they brought, it's just stuff like that. I like the narrative storytelling in a game in the background. It makes a game. I didn't play some of those other games like Pentiment and stuff like that, so I couldn't really say something about a story with those. But games that really drive the story with a little short story in the game, but you keep playing. So that's my thing. So and Borderlands is my biggest game. Any of the Borderlands that they all do it in a way, but Tiny Tina really did it well.
Yeah, and I think it's
that's another good one.
I think it's especially cool if there is that interaction of what is being said and what you see on the screen, like you said about the boss, about how the size changes as it's being talked about. I think that's really cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Assassin.
They're saying Bushido said Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a very good game if you played it.
God, that game was my game of the year for 2021.
I forgot. I think it was Peter. We were talking about Peter. Peter hasn't played it, and I think it was Peter. And I was like just baffled. I'm just like,
that game is
like 15 hours. As much time as you get. If we sit here and not do nothing for 15 hours, you can easily beat that game in 3 days.
I personally put about 30 hours into it, but that's because there is a lot of that really great side run off the beaten path to explore, and when you do that, there is this dialogue that's, by the way, it does not repeat. It's not one of those, where are you going? Just going over here, and you hear that 15 times. It's different every single time depending on what area or planet that you're in, and it's hilarious every time. Like, you'll run off the path and like, where's Peter going? And then Drax would be like, he likes to run in odd directions or some shit like that. That game is so good. The game is so game of the year 2021 for me. The game is so good. Assassin, storytelling.
Storytelling.
Yeah.
I'm actually before I go into it, I do want to say I think I'm in the minority. I didn't play Guardians of the Galaxy. My game of the year for 2021 was I completed it this year, but I'm considering it for 2021 because that's when it came out. I'd have to go with Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart on that one because it was just mindless fun, in my opinion.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, hey.
I'm just kidding.
I could always sell my Xbox if you want me to, Red. Just go full pony if that's what you want me to.
No, it's fine. No, but story wise, like that game, it gripped you by the balls, and
yeah, it actually did. Yeah, with Ratchet's struggle with accepting, with him accepting, his history with the Lombaxes, etc. How he feels like he was not worthy enough to find them. But to answer Sapio's question about storytelling, Mac, did you say you prefer short storytelling? What kind did you say you liked?
I like narrative story, where there's a narrator in the background talking while you're playing the game. That's why I said Fable, why I said Tiny Tina.
Stanley Parable?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I misunderstood what you meant, Mac. That's really interesting. I
like when they're talking, when I'm playing the game, and I'm killing somebody, and the guy goes, he might have killed 300 of these guys today, but tonight he only killed one.
He stepped on three grapes and tripped on a root on his way home.
Only in a video game, though. I don't want to listen to a book like that. I'm sorry, I don't want to go and drive in my car and listen to a book. This guy telling me how this guy, done something stupid. I don't want to hear that. When I'm playing the game, though, that's why I say, you play Tiny Tina, I think it's free until the 24th. I'm not sure if it still is or not. Or the 28th, I'm not sure. But it's got a great story, man. The dialogue, the person that does Tiny Tina's voice, I forgot. It sounds like the person from Fairy Odd Parents, but I don't know exactly.
Yeah, it does.
But she's just got. I mean, if you know who Tiny, she was in number 2, I think is what she was in. She was in.
She was in
part
2 and 3, if I
She's-
remember.
Yeah,
3
but-
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew she was in 3, but when she debuted in the cave, in Titus' cave, where they had to unlock the door to help her to kill somebody or torture somebody. But
Yeah.
that person is her being a little kid's voice, and then them explaining it with the it was just really good. I don't know. I love narrative games like that where they throw jokes in there. You got laughter. That's what I like, and I get with the Rift Apart thing because it's really nice.
Mhm.
But the thing I hate most about it is that game you could beat in 5-6 hours.
Yeah,
I
I know.
I didn't get into it as much, but I get it why you did. It's still great. You like a short narrative, like a short driven story. Then yeah, I get that.
No, I don't care about length. I just care if it's fun or not. That's what I care about the most.
What about cutscenes, right? Like,
Yeah, that's
I feel
what
like-
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Actually, Sapio, but
Yeah,
you
go,
finish your
go
thought
ahead.
first.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, the type of, and I know you guys are gonna go, ugh, of course, Pony. Why am I not surprised? I like more cinematic storytelling. I like feeling the
Final
story
Fantasy.
through. Will you just listen? I like cinematic storytelling, and I'm not just talking about cutscenes. I'm talking about actually feeling the story through the gameplay. I like feeling, it's one of the reasons why I like Halo Infinite, because one, I did like learning more about Master Chief and Cortana, what's happens between Halo 5 and Infinite, but I like feeling Master Chief just plowing through the Banish, just trying to find out what the hell happened. What happened to the ring? What happened to Cortana? What's going on here? And you can feel the desperation with every punch, every shot, everything. With Resident Evil, like Resident Evil 2 Remake, for example, you can feel the dread that Leon and Claire have the further they go through to find the mystery of the zombie outbreak. Final Fantasy, you can feel the power that Clyde has, or Cloud. I don't know why I said Clyde. Cloud. I don't know why I said Cloud.
Is that Clyde Bigsby?
Clyde
Is that what we're talking about?
Strife.
Are we talking about
No,
Clyde Bigsby?
no.
Okay.
No, now I
You're
understand why. Because
Clyde Strife.
Clyde Strife.
Clyde Owen
If
Strife.
he hooks up with Tifa or someone else, that he's gotta name his kid Clyde. I'm sorry, Square.
changing my name,
you gotta
baby.
name him Clyde.
Let it be Clyde. Cloud.
No, but you guys understand what I'm saying, right? You feel the story and you feel the impact of the narrative through the gameplay. That's what I like. That's the kind of storytelling that I like in a game, and that's why I don't care which console I play on. If you have that type of storytelling, I'm gonna play it.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a game in there for you to try whenever you get your million chance. Try Unraveled 1 and 2. They throw a really good narrative story into the gameplay. They speak about how you're trying. I don't know. You have to go play it. There's a very good story in the background. Me and the wife played it together, and she was playing it. And I
Gotcha.
kind of just helped her. But I was listening to her play it, and it was just. I just love the way they were talking in it, and the story, the way the gameplay, really good story. Like I don't know. I sit here and think about when this is a topic that I know. I wish I knew more about it. I wish I knew this 4 days ago, so I could have thought about more games, because it's like there's so many great games that have stories. Final Fantasy X, we talk about cutscenes. There's a cutscene where Titus and Yuna go into a water scene, and they're like pretty much that's where they figure out they like each other a lot, in the game, and the cutscene is probably the most baffling cutscene I've ever seen in a video game, and mainly in 2003 when the game come out. Like, if you would have told me in 2003 a game would have looked like that, it looks like now. That's how that game looked during that cutscene. That's another story part of a cutscene that makes it just drives the game, and like how you don't want her to die in the combat, because if she dies in combat, it's like almost like you feel like you failed Titus as a person because he loves her or starts caring about her in the game. That's where you want. There's a lot of games like that. You just don't think about it. If I went through my achievement list and my trophy list on my PlayStation, I'm guaranteed I could probably find about 40 more games that we can just mark off and think about of how good the narrative can be just by cutscenes or even just talking alone.
So-
That's how good games make.
I'll jump in with mine now. Bushido, you better stick
All
around
right.
for this. No. This is really great stuff. Maybe
I
Sapio
can talk
wouldn't
about
be
this.
leaving if we had more conversations like this. I'm just kidding. That's not what's happening. Everyone, calm down.
His parents are gonna put him in the basement if he don't get his ass to work.
He's got to get his degree. No, I'm just kidding. We love you. But no. So I've said this a lot. There are a lot of games that have great narrative, And it's a lot of the times it's in retrospect when you complete a game and you go, man, what a great experience, and someone asks you what was so great about it, and you can't really say the combat was good. Combat was actually really fun, but what was it that grabbed you? It was the characters, it was the story, it was the way that it was delivered. And a lot of games are way too big these days to really absorb it all and to feel that way unless you're hooked onto the universe or the characters or whatever. And one of those games first comes to my mind, Bushido, is Mass Effect. Mass Effect, the entire trilogy is so that whole game, the combat and everything, great. It's great. That is not why Mass Effect is great, though. Mass Effect is great for its delivery of story, its tone, its characters, what happens with those characters. If you could chop down Mass Effect into a more linear game with less choices and sort of break it up a little bit, the way that they deliver story in that game is just there's a reason that game is just so legendary. I was gonna say that and I realized, oh my god, there's literally legendary edition. I know, but seriously, games like that. So there's one aspect of it. The other aspect is games that don't tell you the story and allow you to discover it yourself. One game did that very recently. It kind of got Game of the Year, and you sort of discover. And I feel like this developer sort of polished what they were trying to do with their past titles with discovering the story, which was From Software.
Are you talking about who? Yep.
Yeah. Elden Ring did something with the story. I've never been able to follow the story of Dark Souls games ever. I'm just like, I don't know what the hell's going on. It's just a fun. I'm scared. I'm beating bosses with my friends. Like I've tried, but I think Dark Souls 3 was the closest that I got. Like, because at the end of the game of Dark Souls 3, you realize kind of what was happening because you become the Ashen King, essentially. It's a whole thing. But Elden Ring did Bushido, hell yeah. But Elden Ring did it where it was sort of guiding you through the story, no matter where you went. Like it was world building and building and building and building until you finally started getting to the main sections of the game, and it just worked. I know exactly what happened in the story of Elden Ring, believe it or not. And it's the first time I loved that so much. Rather than it being told to me, I was like, "Oh, I get it now. I found the tomb of this queen that used to be queen, and now she's not the queen anymore. She's like forbidden from the land." And it was like a whole. That game is just so good. So yeah, storytelling can be done in so many different ways. Those are two big examples for me. That really stood out forever. And Mass Effect, of course, it's the best. It's the GOAT. But other than that, Telltale games. Well, if Sheena is still in the chat, please tell her why The Wolf Among Us is so great and why she needs to play it. Because she's out of games to play right now. No, she's not. She's not. She needs to play Wolf Among Us. Yeah. No one's played it, have they? Perfect. That's fine. Let's move on. That's fine.
Among Us.
Wolf Among Us.
I'm surprised you haven't said anything to C-Staff in the chat.
Oh, the C-Staff said lag effect, trash effect, mass poo effect. It's fine. He doesn't like it. It's because you can't be an alien.
Don't insult him.
I will. Fuck you, Seth. Sorry.
Okay.
Isn't that why he didn't like it? Because you can't. Because you had to be human
today.
What?
No, C-Staff. Listen, C-Staff gets all the hate from me because he be hating on me in these chats so bad sometimes. You don't realize, Sapio, you're not a part of these chats because you don't know the guys, all the guys in there. He be always trying to be throwing shade at me all the time. Nah, he deserves every bit he gets. Okay. And Bushido is he is the biggest hater in the world. I think him and C-Staff have like a thing together or something like that. And I'm talking about a thing together because they be always trying to hate on me for no reason at all. And I don't even be saying shit. Like, I'm just saying.
I don't know, Mac.
They can both kiss my fat blank butt. So I don't know.
Fat blank butt. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what
you shave your butt
was for.
Yeah. What causes a butt to be blank?
Well,
what makes it blank?
It's flat. That's why. So it's flat as that.
I feel you there. I'm all butt and no
what
gut.
In the hell?
I'm all wiener, no ass.
What?
Yeah,
there you go. Exactly. To push all the meat into my penis.
And I'm barely wiener. So
this is gonna be the least recommended video of the way we've ever done. Which is totally fine.
If you if you put everything I say somebody will show up from every genre of life.
That's true. Yeah, it's like you
I
like
don't think that's
wieners.
a compliment, though.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
no,
but
I never said it was a
Bushido's
compliment. I just said
concerned.
it was a thing.
Versatile.
Yeah, welcome
yes,
to the
I
Bro
do.
Show. You know what? Okay, so I was in the shower the other day, and I have podcasts on. You know, you like where this is going? So
Read what Bushido just put. Read what Bushido just put.
Max he bleaches his blood. Yeah, dude. Yeah, brother. What? Bushido, don't you?
Gotta do it for the vine, baby. Gotta do it for the
Because
vine.
you never know, and your girl's
Bushido.
gonna take you by the back of the knees,
Bushido,
and
he
she's gonna
doesn't
push,
He
and
doesn't
you're just
bleach
gonna
it,
be
he
like,
waxes it.
yeah.
I'll do both. Jokes.
There we go.
All it is a cardboard box with like a strip right in the middle. So it's like a cardboard box. All I gotta do is just kind of wipe it. Okay. Carry on.
Okay, that's
I
great.
didn't need that.
Speaking of wiping, I was in the shower the other day, and I always turn on a podcast.
What a segue!
And I thank you.
This is my ass. This is my ass.
What is that, Hallmark? You have a Hallmark ass?
It's for the baby. It's for the baby.
Oh my
I got my
god! So you have a
cardigan
baby
for the
butt.
baby.
Nice.
It's
Okay.
Sapio,
Smooth like a
I
No,
baby's
the
bottom.
baby got a fatter ass than me. Shit.
There you go. Hell yeah. Like father, like son.
Yeah.
Guy's got a letter-sized butt.
Hell yes, hell yeah. So you know, I was actually in the. He sits in a vat of bleach. What the fuck? All right. So I was in the shower the other day. I turned on a podcast, and it was a bunch of dudes just talking. I won't say which podcast, but but they were having a great conversation, and they were talking about like, oh, so you used this deodorant, like. Actually, I started using Irish Spring a long time ago, and the other dude's like, bro, it's crazy. Like, I use Old Spice. Like, wow. And my girlfriend was like, dudes are way more girly than girls are when it comes to this kind of stuff. And I'm like, it's true, because we don't ever get to talk about it. So when we do find our comfort zone to talk about it, we're like, bro, you wear Hanes too? Like, what size? What what do you use? Like extra 100% cotton,
never
dude?
in
Let's
my
talk
life.
about it.
Oh,
Like, it's a
Wait.
real thing.
oh,
What podcast was
wait,
it
Red.
again?
Wait,
Yes.
Red. Which podcast? You said it was from a podcast, right?
You know what it is, don't you? Cause you listen to it.
Oh,
It's consolation.
How is Rusket? How is Rusket in the crew?
I don't listen to that trash show. I'm just kidding. I love you. I'm just kidding. No, I love Risky, and I try to. I do try
I'm
to
listening
watch
to
the
chat like,
show.
what?
No, I'm just kidding. I listen to their show, but I can't ever catch it live because of the day that it's on. It never lines up with me. But I'll jump on there one day. We're fucked, aren't we? We're fucked. Oh God. Oh. The Biscuit Army's coming after us. Nothing but potatoes, grilled cheese, sausage gravy, baby. Anyway, so but yeah, no, I'm kidding. Anyway, yeah, so that was a fun. Have you guys had that experience yet, where it's like you get to talk to your bros about weird shit like deodorant
Not
and
about
like
my underwear. I'll say something about my deodorant, but nothing. I wouldn't get serious. Talk about what underwear I wear. I don't know.
well, it's like, okay, like Mac, whenever you get up in the morning, you know, take a shower, you get out of the shower, what do you do with your hair? Do you just whatever, you know? I've never seen him with that.
I have a better question. Why the fuck are we talking about this?
Oh, because this is the show. This is why we are
fine,
not
dude.
cutting into Dealer's podcast right now. I don't care, because I love Dealer's podcast and I'll watch it afterwards too. But this is not the demographic I'm after. Okay, we're not an Xbox podcast.
Wait, who's dealer?
I don't know. There we go. DeMarco said quality 11 out of
who's
10
on
video
first?
game podcast content. Thank you, DeMarco. You are a G, and this is exactly what the show's all about. It's not about video games all the time, and we're slowly evolving to where we need to be. We're real here. We're real people. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there because I thought it was interesting. Like, whenever you get up in the morning, like, what's the routine, Assassin? When you get up in the morning, what do you roll out of bed, go straight to work? Like, what do you do? Okay, perfect.
Okay.
That's personal, Red. I can't say it. That's personal.
Wake up, jerk off.
He
That's
gets
fine.
the tissue.
Dude, you don't
and
even
the
show
lemon.
your
No,
face.
Reaches
no,
over.
no,
Yeah.
wait,
Oh,
no,
that's
no,
our
it's
image
not
of
that.
you.
No.
Oh no! Okay,
That's our image.
he's got a towel. He throws over his. No. Okay, that's too much. Sapio, what's your routine in the morning? Do you have a routine, or is it just you depending on what day it is?
Yeah, I do have a routine. It changes based on the day and if I'm like going outside or not. on the day of. Usually I would just, really clean myself up, the bare minimum, and then sign into work and work. Yeah.
But it's the same because like if you're like me,
It's pretty much the same.
if you don't have a routine, it's like you haven't started. Like for example, I cannot get up and not shower and then eat something. If I don't do that, I'm like fucked for the rest of the day. I'm done. I cannot. I'm not me. I'm just not myself. I cannot.
The vibe is off.
It's off. Like I haven't showered. I don't feel like I just feel like I'm like. It's like then now I'm working so I can rush to shower and eat. It's like such a weird thing, man. But that's what I do.
Your Donnie in the chat says, a grass-touching connoisseur.
Perfect. He said all black squares, baby. Yo, Zani, way to represent, brother. Thank you for being here. Black square game.
I didn't even pull a black square up.
Oh my god.
I was wondering how y'all did that.
I don't know. I think you just type in black square and it does it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Black square game.
Racies. I found it.
Racies, he says.
There we go.
Look, Black Square Gang, it's the OGs.
Yeah, baby. Keep the Black Square Gang going. Oh, we got some contention now.
Oh, God.
Whoa.
This is America in the chat now.
You just pulled a cult Gaz on you, Mac. Mac! Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. And by the way, we're not done. We're not ending just yet. We're here. We got you all night, baby. We're gonna hold you down.
Have we even gone through half the topics yet?
No. We definitely.
No.
What
we
the
only got one more.
It's a party. It's a party night, man. We gotta get shit.
Yeah,
going.
we actually do. We actually do only have one more topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. And this one is gonna be fun. And I want to know down in the chat. So I'm gonna ask in the chat before I even do this, okay? And the square is problematic.
It was.
Okay. Well, whoopsie. Well, YouTube can't see the chat. They don't know where we're, Anyway. Yeah. So.
True.
So this last topic is very important.
Well, you're telling me there's a chance I can't get banned there? Okay.
There's a chance. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be back.
So this is the topic that I wanted to bring up. So if you could go back and chat, let me know down in the chat. If you could pick a few games, if not just one game, I was gonna say chat. Let me know down in the chat. Anyway, let me know. Chat, let me know. If you could pick a few games or even one game that describes that sort of made you the gamer that you are today, that sort of kicked off your love of a certain genre or just what you still enjoyed to this day most out of any other genre, what would it be? What game was it? What type of game was it? I know my answer, but Sapio, you're the last Jedi, so I'm gonna kick it off to you. What game can you remember made you the type of gamer that you are today?
I think it was the.
DeMarco says Atomic Heart. I'm sorry.
Yo! What?
Oh, a Nazi. Okay, carry on. All right. All right.
Oh my God.
Marco the Nazi. Okay, all right, buddy.
Everyone's just gonna spam Atomic Heart now.
Oh my God, I did not expect that at all. Oh my God, God, he is so funny. God, that dude, I love DeMarco. He's so fucking funny. Holy shit. I'm sorry. Sapio, go ahead.
Yeah. Would be the Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Ooh, classic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. On the original, N64. That's right.
Yeah, N64.
Yes.
I remember thinking, like, oh my goodness, this controller fucking sucks. Like,
that was you're like.
Well, to be fair, the
Right.
the N64 controller apparently decided to add a third leg.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
I'm supposed to have 3 hands. Am I like supposed to play with 1 foot on the controller as well? But no, that game really made me appreciate puzzle games done well. You know, like as in not like those stupid mobile puzzle games where you have like 2,000 levels that are basically the same thing that you do over and over again. No, I appreciate it when games do good puzzles. Like, you have an objective and there's a narrative. It eventually led me into loving the Professor Layton series, which I'm very excited about that they're having a new installment finally.
What is it?
Which one?
The Professor Layton series.
Oh yeah, I heard about that series.
Yeah.
That was announced at their Nintendo Direct recently, right?
Yeah. New World of Steam. Definitely excited for that one. So yeah, I mean, I loved Breath of the Wild because of that. It's just so, I just love that kind of games, and that's what awakened me into that kind of gaming.
Awoke.
Did you hate the fact that Breath of the Wild didn't have classic dungeons though? Because I know that was a common complaint when Breath of the Wild launched.
So
Like it had the shrine trials, but they weren't
Yeah.
the same as dungeons.
Ocarina of Time was the only Legend of Zelda game that I've actually played before Breath of the Wild. So it wasn't.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that's a lie. That's a lie. I played the Four Swords one, but I didn't hate it. I enjoyed the shrines. I actually enjoyed them more because of how compact and to the point they were.
Right.
You walk in, you know what you got to do. and
Yeah,
it's just that.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and back then games were less hand-holdy, and I think again that's where FromSoft definitely stands out. It just learn, figure it out, and then you feel so. You get that thrill of I did this. You didn't tell me how to do this. I did this, and yeah, that's a really good pick. I'm sorry, real quick. I just want to keep up with chat, but sorry, DeMarco killed me with that. Yadani said Halo and Myst were two games that defined him as a gamer.
Very different games.
Yeah, that's very different. Yeah, you got a shooter and then you got a sort of a how would you define Myst?
Point and click.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a point. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Bushido says Bionic Commando, and Metal Gear. That's really dope. That's really.
I
dope.
like the Metal Gear. I like that. That's around. Yeah, it's around.
Bushido?
Bushido was our age when that pretty much happened. Maybe Assassin's age.
That's
when
good.
that all was-
Bushido.
And Bionic
I hate
Commando-
to break it to you, brother. I hate to say this, brother. I have never played a Metal Gear game.
Play 5. It's like $10. I think it's worth trying.
I'm
Is
so
it
close
good
to shutting
enough,
my
though?
computer right now.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, if you got a play save, if you can get the. I mean,
No,
sometimes
because I have it somewhere. I just can't remember
Well-
where exactly I put it.
I mean, you could probably buy it for 5. Like you probably buy the whole set for 1 through fucking 5 and for $20. You know, the 360 has the 360 has a remastered of 2 and 3, and then 4 I'm sure you can find somewhere, and 5 is so cheap.
Well, you guys know
And
how
it's
I
on
do things.
PlayStation.
Which console is Metal Gear more associated with?
It's definitely
PlayStation.
Sony. Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely is Sony. But I don't know if they have the remastered for. I don't know if they have it for the PlayStation console or not. So
Let me check actually. Since I'm on my
mean,
PlayStation.
I didn't know. I didn't play my PlayStation 3 as much. So
Other than that, and Bionic Commando, I think back in the day was a side scroller. So that was
Yeah, it was a
before
side-scroller.
the 360 came out with the official reboot, or
Third-person
which
one,
was
yeah.
third person over the shoulder. That was a fun game.
was good.
That's good. Cisa says Flower and Flow made me fall in love with indie titles.
yeah,
Wasn't
that Flower game
Flow
I think was. I know the
on
Flower
PSP?
game. I thought that was. I think they both were. I think Flower was. Wasn't that a phone game? I think a phone game. I think that was. I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember either one of them that
Is
well. though.
Flower
I
and
just-
Flow one game, or is it Flower and then Flow? Because Flow was a game and it was
They're
on PSP.
Two
and-
different games.
They're two different games because Flower
Okay,
is
I
Flower
played
by
Flow.
the gaming company, and Flow is another game too. Yeah.
Yeah, Flow was a
Okay.
chill ass.
Okay, so the only Metal Gear on the PlayStation 5 store is Metal Gear Solid 5. But, and off topic, Twisted Metal Black is $5.
It's worth it. Buy it for $5 if you like Twisted Metal.
I never played Twisted
Sheena
Metal.
says that PS1 Pitfall, the thrill of being obliterated by a scorpion and the recharge station's
God, I
sound
have
lives in my
Pitfall,
soul.
man.
Yeah.
What is Pitfall?
Oh my god, that's fine.
Pretty much Indiana
I'm
Jones.
young.
It's
Shut
up. I
Indiana
know. He
Jones
said, "I'm
meets video game.
No, yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Pitfall was like Donkey Kong, right? Kind of?
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, I wasn't even alive when the PlayStation the original came out. Wasn't that like 94?
You're right. 90. I thought it was 92, wasn't it? What PlayStation?
No, I think it was
92?
94 because the PS2 came out in 99.
Okay.
Right?
December 3rd, 94.
Okay.
Oh.
Look at you go. Nice, bro.
Hey.
Hell yeah. Good for you, Assassin. Nice. Good shit. Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Who else did? All right. Who else go? Anybody else go? Who needs to go next? I didn't go. Who else did go?
None of us went.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
None of us
I
did.
went.
It was a tangent, yeah.
go ahead, Assassin.
Only Sapio.
I'll let Assassin go.
No, I'll go last because I have the most. There are tons of games that made me who I am today, so you two go first.
Red.
Oh, okay. So
I'm still thinking because I'm like Assassin. I have so many. That's why I was trying to get Assassin go because I'm sitting here thinking because I love gaming, man. Gaming's my hobby. Man.
I do too.
Yeah.
DeMarco, if and Lex, if you're both still in the chat, tell me if you're ready. Just type ready because this is gonna speak to you. The games
All right,
that
by the
made
time
me.
to say something. No, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you want me to wait until they?
Nintendogs.
Nintendogs, who was it? My love for puppies. Oh God, he's so cute. Oh my God, I wish I could show y'all. Let me see if I can show you guys.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay, so if you look right here, there's a cat. Right there. Okay? Right below that
That's
is
a
my
cat.
dog sleeping. And he is
It's
so
great. Yeah.
And it's great. See him? That's my dude.
Aw.
By the way, the door's open, by the way.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah. Anyway. So cute. Yeah, so Nintendogs, that's my pick.
Why is Darth Vader doing the T-pose?
Is he? Hang on, let me
To
go back.
assert dominance.
It looks like he is.
obviously.
He kind of does.
could
Yeah,
be the
he's kind of
lighting.
like
Oh,
I
he's
think
doing
he's doing
the hell
the-
Hitler. Oh my God, he's really a Nazi guy. He's like,
he's No, what he's doing, he's holding his arms out like this.
Yeah, he's
And
doing
he's
the
he's
Y.
holding a necklace that my girlfriend got for me because I thought it would be cute.
Aw.
I thought it
Oh,
would be cute.
okay.
Yeah. And there's some other things that you guys have never really seen in my background, but you know.
Barbie ride the pony.
yeah, that's what I
There we
think.
go.
Fucking pick, yeah.
Perfect.
All right,
I'm
go
not
ahead,
surprised.
Red. Go ahead, Red.
So DeMarco and oh no, Nintendogs made me the gamer I am today. Yes, no, actually, it was. I've told the story on the Lorefield podcast, but I'll make a summarized, quick version of it, and I might have told you guys this too. Champions of Norath. That's a great fucking game.
Oh
I
my!
love that
We
game.
talked about that, Red.
Yeah,
Remember
we
I told you
did.
I literally have 2 copies in my. There's a tote right here to the right of me with my
Yes.
PlayStation. I have
Never
literally
heard of
what it's
So
okay.
good.
So it's Diablo old school. It's Diablo old school. Let me just tell you that.
Yeah.
We talked about Diablo. When I tell you a game that is just as good as Diablo, if not better, Champions of Norath is the fucking game to talk about.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop because I don't want to get on the topic because it's one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. That's the
but
first
yes.
thing that Marco said right outside being a Nazi that he said right to me. So
Yes, there you
what?
go. Perfect. Anyway, so
well, I'm just saying I love that somebody else knows that game, bro. It's like when I talk about Legend of Dragoon, which is
Yes!
not in my topic. It's not in my thing. But they put it back on the PlayStation 5. It's a PlayStation 1 original. Champions of Norath. I literally played on the PlayStation 2. It was the first time I ever played with more than 4 people ever on it. Like 4 people on a console at once was the first time ever. But go ahead, my bad, Red. I apologize that DeMarco had to bring that up.
Wait,
no,
wait,
you're
wait,
good
wait,
because it
before
distracted
Red
me
starts.
too. Go ahead.
Before Red starts, did you say the Legend of Dragoon?
Yes.
Legend of Dragoon. They brought it back on the
PS1,
PlayStation
baby.
5.
4
It's only
discs.
$10 right now.
I was literally on PlayStation Plus right now, and I literally clicked on it as soon as you said it. I'm like, should I play it?
Yes.
It was the
only
Final
other
Fantasy
game.
before.
Yes, it's the only. Yeah. Oh, I can't talk about it. 'cause
So
it's too
fucking
much.
good,
I
man.
love it.
Why
I
didn't they
have-
remake
I
that?
have 2 copies of that. 2 copies of Champions of Norath. 2 copies of Dragon Ball Z Tenshai 2 and 1. I have 2 copies of all those in my fucking drawer, right? Well, my tote. Right
In
here.
my ass right now.
In my flat ass, right here, right now.
Right in my
Right
flat ass.
now.
That's why it's flat.
God.
Not so blank anymore.
Nope.
Cut.
Anyway, shout out to so my games I'll never forget. It was Christmas, a dark, cold Christmas, and you had a young red wolf at the age of 13, I think, And I remember my mom saying that we're going to go spend the Christmas week, at your step-grandmother's house. So bring your Xbox. I brought my tube TV. I brought my 75-pound tube TV with me. And so I was like, I'm going to be set. I'm fine. But we had to make a quick stop on the way to, it was like 2.5 hours away, at a mall, and it was an EB Games. And she was like, you can get one game. You had to promise not to be a little piece of shit. No, she didn't say that. She was like, just as long as, it's like your early Christmas present or whatever. I was like, okay, I probably got one. She's like, but you had to behave. Like, just, because if you don't, I'm just going to take it back, whatever it is. And I was like, all right, I got you. I looked across, and from afar, I saw a glistening gold. It shimmered in my eyes. I was like, ah. And what it was the Game of the Year edition for Morrowind, because it's black and gold. It had like the aluminum. I walked over to it and looked in the back. It said, play as 7 different races or whatever. And I was like, it blew me away. And I was like shaking while I was playing that game. It blew me away. I'd never played anything like that in my life. And from then on, it was only about a year later that KOTOR came out. And KOTOR is actually the reason that I'm a Star Wars fan. I wasn't even into Star Wars until KOTOR. KOTOR was like, oh, this is what Star Wars is. And so those games made me the gamer that I am today, because Bethesda games, you can do and be whatever the hell you want. I'll never forget picking up a cup in Morrowind and being like, wait, you can put it back down? You can put it back down, like wherever you want. I don't know why. Like, it just blew me away as a kid. So those kind of games, RPGs with a ton of agency. That is 100% who I am today. Is Mac talking to himself? I think he's talking to the ghost in the corner. It's fine. So Sapio. Wait, did you go? You already went. Assassin.
I went.
No, wait, you went.
No, Mac.
No, it's
Mac's
Mac.
got
Now it's Mac. Yeah.
Mac. Yeah.
Smack. Yeah.
Smack
Everything okay?
the Mac.
Everything okay, Mac?
All right, that's fine. We're almost done. Okay. You better not break down. I ain't coming out.
Dad of the year.
Well, everybody knows one. I'm gonna give a couple because I sit here and think about it. And it's too much to think about. There's too many options. I'm just a gamer. I love video games and thing. But clearly the Halo 3, this big old one, right? Halo 3 and Halo 2 were just Halo in general. Just I love it. It's I'm really good at it. We all know that. It's so great. Okay. I mean, I can sit there and play it for days. I can replay the campaigns over. I literally talked about buying Master Chief Collection on Steam. So when I go to work and I got time, we got like breaks and shit. That's why I say I can sleep sometimes. Long breaks, like 3-4 hours of no work because we have to wait for rain to stop and so on, and trucks to come move stuff. It just takes a while sometimes. And Halo, Pokemon, any Pokemon game from Pokemon Yellow to beyond. I love Pokemon. I can sit here. I literally buy every Pokemon, even if I don't play the fucking thing. I buy it because I just love Pokemon. RuneScape, which most people do play that. It's a click game. Everybody loves. That's literally my first PC game. I love it. NBA 2K, love it. Still thing. I play basketball. I mean, you can ask Dealer how good I am at 2K. And I mean, I sit there and think of other games and stuff like that, but them four are like the main games. I mean, clearly Final Fantasy, if you're gonna go with that, another game, I'm gonna give 5 games. Final Fantasy, I can literally play every. That's why I said I'm still thinking about buying Final Fantasy, even as much as I hate Sony right now for what they did. Well, excuse me, Square Enix, because Sony's just doing Sony. But I just love that. So I don't know. I know there's a couple games everybody only gave 1 or 2, but I'm giving a few options. So because I'm just a gamer. So all right, Assassin, you can go ahead and ramble on too.
Well, mine's gonna be more, but here it goes. First game that I ever played and picked up was Batman Arkham Asylum. I back in the day, Spider-Man was my favorite superhero until I played Arkham Asylum and I started, catching up on Batman, his villains, his lore, his backstory, the story arcs that he has gone through since then, past, present, and future. Another one that pretty much got my interest right away as soon as I saw it. It helped me develop my love for RPGs, and Bethesda specifically. First time I ever saw Elder Scrolls Skyrim, I was at a friend's house. His dad was playing it. He was on horseback, shooting...
I thought you meant in real life. I was like, what?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
He rode in a
No,
horseback.
he was riding Shadowmere near Solitude.
Yeah.
Got off the horse, shot a few fireballs, killed the guards, and I was like, oh my god, this looks so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Then I actually played it. The story was great. Loved the side quests, everything about it made me just fall in love with RPGs in general. Then, back in 2019, when I decided, you know what, I'm gonna branch out my gaming repertoire. I'm gonna branch out. First two games that I ever got, Resident Evil 2 Remake, which, Red, you all know where this is going.
Yeah.
My newfound love for horror games.
Yeah.
It all started there. It lit a fire in my loins and in all the right places. But that was not the only game.
I don't like that.
There was one genre that I had the most trouble of deciding whether I wanted to join in. First-person shooters. And guess which one I got first in 2019? Take a wild guess. Bravo 6. Going dark.
You good,
See,
Red?
I say something and Red cracks up. I can't say anymore. I'll just say it. Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Oh. Okay.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare, man.
Oh,
But of
shit,
course-
this killed me.
The one franchise that has kept me gaming all these years. Assassin's Creed. Hence
Oh,
the name.
That's the name. Yeah. Oh,
Hence
I wish
the
I had
name.
sound effects.
Ezio Auditore Terenza is my boy. Why has he not gotten the fucking remake treatment, Ubisoft? Get Roger Craig Smith back and just fucking do it. Remake
They're
Assassin's
busy.
Creed 2.
Making
or
new
Brotherhood.
games with microtransactions in them.
Please. No,
Yeah,
none of that
exactly,
bullshit.
Good lord.
Yeah. But those are the games that made me who I am today. And I would say maybe Final Fantasy, but that's more new to me than shaping who I was and who I am.
But that's when you said Arkham Asylum was your first game. Oh my.
It was my very first game on the Xbox 360 that I ever played.
Oh my god, Mac, how does that make you feel?
At least he's played one. Some people like Sapio has not.
Sapio is going to put out a review. Listen, for everyone watching this, when I say Sapio is leaving, it means that he is leaving the Renegade Realm Podcast. He will still be part of the channel whenever he's
Let's take a
available.
break. He's taking a break.
And because he is going to become way more wealthier than us eventually, and he has to pursue that, and or else he'll get kicked out of his home. I'm sorry, that's a joke. Only we can make because we're his friends. But he gets it.
Friends?
No, but
What?
that is why he's leaving. By
What?
the way, he has to pursue that because it is way more important than what we're doing here today. But yeah, so that's the reason. But maybe you'll see a review from Sapio from Batman Arkham Asylum because he did buy it on the first podcast. Wasn't the first podcast? Something like that?
Maybe
Second.
it might have been
Something
the
like
second episode.
what?
Yeah, second episode. Remember, he bought it live on air. He was, or not live,
Yeah.
but on the show. He was like, I just bought it.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh my god, you got to play it now. And that was
So it wasn't
That was
live.
9
it was
weeks
the
ago.
second. It was the second show, but we weren't live. I thought
We
were
weren't
live.
live,
Like,
yeah.
No. I mean,
Yeah.
he goes, I'm gonna buy it and I'll play it. Then we like 6 episodes later. Hey, you played? No, I haven't had time yet. Like what the fuck?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, right now, Batman Arkham, like the whole trilogy is only like $10. It's crazy.
Yep.
It's like, dude, it's like if you've never played those games, buy that. That's literally the single player games are probably one of the best, superhero single player games I'll put out there because clearly Suicide Squad looks like ass to everybody. The games are amazing, and I always say if you can play 3 trilogy games outside of Witcher, that would be it. You know what I'm saying? Adventure action RPG games. I would say Halo's the best trilogy, but that's just me being biased. But Batman is just amazing, man. I've enjoyed every one of those games equally compared to some games that have been like even one game. Like there's nothing. One game can beat so many. Arkham Knight. Oh my god, it's an RPG Batman, man. It's freaking.
But shut up. It's filmic. It's Batman. It's filmic. Doesn't need an FPS boost. I don't care. Shut up. It's filmic. It's dark.
30 is enough.
30 is enough. I'm just kidding. No, I
I'm
do
just
agree.
surfing
It
through the
should.
PlayStation store, and I
It
see
should.
Umbra's comment. about how Black Flag is his favorite in the series for Assassin's Creed, and I look up and there's Assassin's Creed Black Flag right in my face.
You guys are like, everyone in chat is like pushing all of this, like subconsciously. You're like, and like pushing all these games on young assassin who hasn't experienced these things. I'm kidding, by the way. Everyone deserves a choice with frame rate and optimization, and it's so crazy to me that the Arkham trilogy, even Arkham Knight, hasn't got any love, right? It hasn't got any boosts or anything.
It doesn't have FPS boost.
It
Far Cry
sucks,
5
yeah.
just got a performance boost.
Yeah, Colt jumped
And that
on
game
and
is
played
like
it and just like
4
randomly.
years old.
They're like, oh my god, one person is playing this game. Colt Eastwood's playing it. Update it right now.
No,
Boom.
5.
And they did. Oh, 5 people are playing it. Oh, okay.
No, I'm saying Far Cry 5 is 5 years old and they just got a 60 FPS patch.
Oh, right. Perfect.
Thank you, Ubisoft.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. And speaking of thank you so much, everyone in the chat. I know that it's already X time, but you know what? Assassin said it best. We might cut into RDX time, but we're not really the Xbox podcast. We're sort of the anything and everything podcast, and eventually we will find our footing. We're still learning. We're still young. Assassin is young. Sapio is old in heart. He is an old soul, as we say. He's wise and just timeless, a timeless human.
I mean, I think we are going to end up talking more about morning routines and underwear, DeMarco. So, no,
that's true.
Something to look forward to.
That is something. Yeah, that is something. Yeah, that is something. That could,
So
listen.
So
Yeah,
Lex posted something. And said they were supposed to make a Superman game, but WB said no after they made. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yes,
know
that was a thing.
Yeah, WB said no.
I mean, like I said, remember I think we talked about this in the background. Like, I don't think a Superman game's a good thing to go with. I mean, he's gonna have to fight robots and shit. It's just one of those things where it's like, you can do it like kind of like Guardian of the Galaxy. Since y'all never played that. RDX trash. I didn't say that.
You just did.
No,
Someone clip that.
Diller's my friend, so I don't get it. Ain't nothing to do with that.
He's my best friend.
Yeah.
I talked to him once. I don't know. But anyway,
I don't know. All right, go ahead and finish off. We want to give Sapio the July 4th send off.
yeah, let's finish off Sapio all together as a
What the
group.
fuck is a July 4th?
It's called a happy ending. Keep going. No, it's not.
Yeah, keep going until you get a fortune cookie and that was he said happy ending. That's why I said that. I didn't say it because the massage therapist thing. You know what I'm saying. You know
we're not
me.
Deshaun Watson.
No.
Sorry.
Umbra said clipped. Oh shit, he's gonna post it. Oh, at least 3,100 people are gonna see it. Is that how many followers he has? Umbra. Yeah, he's got us. He nailed us.
Don't worry. I've clipped it the other minute to make sure that they know that I was joking. So, haha. Go. Screw
We
yourself,
got it.
Umbra.
We got it. Yeah, we know what's happening. Yeah, so thank you everyone who stopped by. This was a really fun episode. We haven't had Sapio on this long, so it's been really fun to just have you on. Cisa said finish him. Just look at the chat.
Would you like cocoa butter or regular lotion?
Oh my god. Oh, it's great. This is great. Finish him, daddy. Oh my god. I love the chat right now. You guys, oh my god, the humor is right up my alley. I don't know what I was about to say.
You were getting ready to go somewhere else with that.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. Well, they got me in the
down the
mood.
alley.
They got me in the mood. He went up. What can I say? Sapio, I want you to have a very special moment and just tell us how you feel right now. Tell us where you're going in life, and tell us where people can find you later in life. And can you do all that in one sentence?
I'll be around on the Renegade channel, but I am going to be. This is very bittersweet. So I am pursuing a PhD degree in biomedical engineering come this fall, so that I can go and save lives, basically. But hopefully, what sapiosexual? What the fuck is that?
What? What?
That, ignore the chat. Just stay on target. Stay focused. I was about to start crying until I looked on the chat.
Come on, man. We're having a moment here.
Oh, I am crying. Oh, God. I'm but it was because I was
But yeah,
distracted.
I'll be around. I am sad. But coupled with going visiting Korea, you know, the good one, the North one, come this April, and
That's the good one.
and just, you know, getting ready for grad school and everything. It's gonna be a lot of time that I need to put into my future. So I will try to do something with my own channel and try to get an album out this year, in terms of music. But and I will try to be around the Renegade channel from time to time. So yeah,
You'll be a guest
that's
star.
my future. That's my future for now. Hopefully I'll stick around from time to time. About when you guys start to forget about me, I'll like pop in and say hello.
We're just gonna mention him every single podcast from now on.
Exactly. Like, oh, Sapio. Never mind, he's not here. Yeah, Umber says podcasting saving lives. So, I mean, yeah, no. He says, and it's a greater or even or whatever, but podcasting is better. No, I'm just kidding. No, he's DeMarco says PhD in biomedical engineer. I can't read. In biomedical engineering. Biometrical. That's right. You're like, we're gonna save this robot, sir. There's some big words for his little brain, is what he said. Sheena says, skip ahead 20 years. Sapio saves all of our lives. Yeah, we're all on a fire all at once on the podcast. You see me be like, whoa! It's get like zipped out, and it's Sapio's hand like on my throat, pulling me out of a fire, because he knows that's what you have to learn.
Little cane. It's gonna be
This
like
isn't Modern Warfare.
A cartoon. Yeah, the cane comes out of nowhere. It's like grabs me. Yeah, that'd be perfect. That'd be perfect. Yeah. Bushido says, I thought podcasting, sapiosexual engineering, that's going to be his business. Thank you for tuning into sapiosexual engineering. This is Sapio. How can I help you? And they're like, oh my God, you're the Sapio. They're like, their hand is like shaking, like, oh, I can't believe. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. We're really happy for you, man.
Thank you.
I don't know what I'm gonna do in the future. I might be doing administrative work for. I don't want to put so much emphasis on administrator, but who knows? Who knows? My life is a chaos wreck right now, work-wise. So we're looking forward to seeing how that turns out. I'll let you guys know next week when you don't see me on the show because my internet got cut off. But hey, it's not about me. It's about listen, Assassin, calm down, okay? Say something funny.
Blue balls give you wings?
Blue balls give you wings. I love that. Blue bulls, right? Because bread bowls, right? Blue bulls.
I don't know.
Sure.
Evan, he said, do that in
You put-
Stewie voice. He said, next time that I be on here, I'm going to be running out of diapers, and I'm not going to have any way to have any special time with Rupert. So, if that time comes, that's all your fault, Lois.
There we go.
Wow.
That was too perfect.
That was really good.
Thank you. That was for DeMarco, dude.
Yeah, oh, Cool Whip. Yeah.
It's gonna be a never-ending thing. But yeah. So Sapio, I don't want to say goodbye. It's like, you know what? I'm not gonna say goodbye. We're gonna stick around. I'm just gonna leave my chair back.
See you later.
Sapio, do you have an epic exit?
I didn't make one today because I'll be here. I was going to be here the whole time. So.
Okay, well we're not.
This is true.
All right. So next topic. Let's see. 1,000 ways in order to keep yourself healthy. We'll start with number 1.
Well, I'm out of this motherfucker. Shit.
No, seriously though. So let's just move into like a normal. It just feels so awkward because I don't want to say goodbye.
Because I'm here.
Because you're still here, yeah. And that's why I'm like, I've never ended with you here. Yeah, it is odd, yeah. Mac, what have you been playing, and where can people find you?
I have been playing Shadow Warrior 3, I think it is. Pretty good. Beat it in like 4 hours and like 2 minutes. playing Halo 5, just my normal BS. Got a lot going on. The baby ended up with COVID. If anybody's that I didn't tell, he ended up with COVID, so he's at the hospital right now. So I'm dealing with that again. Back to that BS going to the hospital. And I'm gonna be playing Resident Evil on Friday. So that's really about all I got. And of course, MacBound_. You know, my Twitter is Twitch is just MacBound. You can look for me anywhere and everything. So you don't know, I'll send you the links if you want them. So I thank everybody for showing up. And Sapio, I know I only met you about little over 3 months ago. You know, time's been weird. You leave at 7:30 every day like you're getting beat by your dad and shit. But,
that's a little too real, bro. Because he is.
But,
he hears like a belt snap in the background. He's like, "I'm coming."
A little bit, the little bit of time that we did know Sapio. I mean, we've talked to him I've talked to him outside of the podcast a little bit. Nothing overboard, but you've been nothing but great. And I do thank you for being a part of the show. Instead, we met you, like I said, a little over 3 months ago. You've been nothing but great to us, and I hope everything goes well in the future. And I know you're going to be back at some point in time. I know life is life, and you know it just is what it is. And we've talked about it even before you even were part of the plan that we had. So, and I thank you again for being here, and I know you will be back one day. And if it's Bushido, that's the fourth guy, or if it's somebody else, we'll just boot them off because we don't like them as much. So.
Like, welcome, boot, and they're like, in memory of Sapio.
I thank you,
all of our
Sapio. I
guests.
do really do, and I thank you for taking none of my jokes serious towards you, because you know I do be saying some stupid shit to you. But and you know it's all jokes, and I know that. And I hope you know that. And thank you again, bud. It's been awesome, and
thanks, man.
Keep me up to date. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna text you. I do want you still in the chats because you know you're still a part of this no matter what. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you gonna cry? Cry, motherfucker! Cry, motherfucker!
Cry!
I'm gonna cry.
Assassin, say something nice.
See, Steph in chat said, "Well, can't throw in a racist joke. Don't want him to end up in North Korea."
Hey, he's not gonna get deported or whatever, or reported, or I don't know how that works.
No, I'm just imagining one. I was afraid that this one time that Mac would say this one joke, that his dad would come in and say, "What's this about me beating you?"
That would be so great.
The one time
Papa
he's listening.
Sapio comes in.
The one time he listened behind the door.
He looks just like him with glasses and everything, but he's just older. Oh my God.
I didn't throw a racist joke in there. I just want to put that out there. Don't think I'm racist all the time.
Yeah.
No, I meant like he has his glasses. I wasn't
No, he's
being-
talking to C Steph, Red. He's talking to C Steph.
It's racist if you think it is racist.
Yeah,
That's true. That's a good point. Yeah, it's like, oh, was that racist? I guess it is since I think.
Yeah. I'll tell you. I'll say a racist joke. Wait till the show ends, okay? Damn.
Yeah, wait, stay tuned to the end to see your racist
MacBound
joke.
after hours.
See, do you guys want to see what cancel culture really is?
We'll show you. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Assassin, you met
Thank you, Sapio.
you met Assassin. You met Sapio before we all had jumped on here, and so say something
me
nice
and
about him. Compliment his hair.
Been more than a year, right?
It has. Well, we met. Yeah, actually, we met in April, if I recall. I remember going on Reddit one day. This is how me and Sapio met. And our other podcast host at the time, Ant, he and I were talking about making a gaming podcast, and he said, "Oh, well, I know someone that would like to join us." And then he brought Sapio into the chat. We all got along pretty well. Yes. And we did our own podcast for a little bit. And when I met Red and Mac and we were talking about doing a podcast, I'm like, I know a guy.
Yeah. Yep.
And then I'm not gonna lie, when you three met, I'm like, oh god, I hope these two don't freak Sapio out. And then when you all started getting along, I'm like, oh yes.
Instantly, I think I instantly started joking with him, and so and I kept it, and literally that's been what's it been since I've known Sapio. So I mean, you guys know I joke with all you guys. You guys know that I like to say stupid shit.
No,
I think
I'm
I
proud
went on
to
a
say that
tangent
Sapio
about learning how to use the potty because Daddy taught you, and Sapio literally quote said, "What the fuck are you on about?" I'll never forget that. I was like,
DeMarco should just disband the whole show without Sapio, to be honest.
Yeah, without Sapio, you ain't lying. You ain't lying because he is like sort of like the glue. It's gonna be a rough go. Yeah,
it's all fucking downhill. We're all gonna die.
We're all fucked. The whole show's over.
Fucking Jesus.
Yeah.
He already was manipulating this before the show started. Y'all should have seen this shit.
Oh my my god.
No, but
Kilimanjaro
Sapio, I'm
of his
glad
podcasting
to.
Career.
I'm glad we've done 2 podcasts together. I'm glad that
Yeah,
you
man.
and I met, and I'm glad. I'm glad you and I have. I'm glad I can call you a friend, man. And I hope you do come back on every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
If not to hang out with us, to at least deal with Mac teasing you. That way, me and Rhett can get a break.
Yeah, I know. What are you gonna get? What are you guys gonna do without your token Asian?
Token Asian. It rolls off the tongue, right off the tip of the old butthole, as I like to say. That's right. DeMarco says, gonna start to hate this show as much as you all hate Atomic Heart without Sapio. God, oh man, so good.
Now, me and Rhett are gonna talk after Mac and
We're gonna
Sapio
get
and
it
leave.
now.
Like, all right,
We're
All
gonna
right,
get a
how much
token
money-
Black guy. Just gonna say that. That's our next
Me-
guy. So I don't really
Yes.
know, but I'm just saying.
me and Rhett are gonna talk after the show. I'm like, all right, well, Sapio didn't work out. Our Korean didn't work out. How much do you think we're gonna have to spend to acquire the Australian motherfucker, Jedi?
Exactly.
How much are we gonna have to spend to acquire
yeah,
Jedi Knight Peter?
We're low to him. We're beneath him. We're not.
Yeah, I
we're-
know.
We're
But then
peons.
again, look, Umbra's in here. Umbra's in here like, I represent the crew. I'm the one who
Umbra
makes
Umbra
I
shows
make
a lot of
decisions
love with
behind
me,
the
so.
scene.
Yeah, but to be fair, I consider Umbra the host of Xbox Infinite sometimes.
You cut
Just
out.
'cause.
Did you say host or
Most
ho?
people, yeah, he did. He said that.
Host.
You did cut out. You literally cut out. Like, right?
Be clear. I consider Umbra the hoe, is what he said. Umbra's gonna be like, he ain't lying. He's gonna type in the chat. But yeah.
Oh wait, Yodani and the Taka. No way in the chat.
We have 2 Hispanics and 2 white
God.
guys. I know that's too far. 1 Hispanic too many. I'll just tell you that. So sorry.
I like tacos and burritos.
Doug, he said hint.
Hey,
Oh, my
listen, I'm a fat guy.
Get
So
Phil
do I.
Spencer,
I don't give a
Lord
fuck
Phil.
what race you are.
Oh my God.
Yeah, let's get a vegan in here.
Yeah, let's not say we did. I'll take
Umbra
anybody
said
else
it.
but that.
Yeah, Umber said it definitely
I went
cut out right
Clayton
when you said
Bigsby.
host. Yeah, I'm glad he caught that too. He said, "But you're right." Nice,
Like-
dude. Nice.
Like who's Riskin? Like who is that guy? Is he like a special
Risk
guest?
is just the name of the podcast.
He's the pen. It's the name of the podcast. Yeah, Umbra's the host.
Umbra's
but
the
he
real
runs it,
host.
You know, he's holding on by the thread of his kanky doodles. Yeah, that's a whole inside joke. But kanky doodles, you can get him at your local Australian grocery store. Nice snacking, and nice
Oh.
packing. Anyway, and Sapio, I'll say some nice things too. You have great complexion.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys, for
Umbra,
joining
you're
us. The
vegan?
lesson.
You,
No, I'm
you
just
guys
kidding.
ever see this TV show called You? I think we found the guy.
Yeah, you got him. Nailed me.
He's the gay one. He's the gay you guys. So.
But no,
I
Sapio,
don't
seriously.
recall ever nailing you.
Oh, I did say nailed me. Well, that's not. Yeah, well, this is exactly what I wanted to add. And to think, we almost canceled the show tonight, or I almost canceled it because I was so
Yeah.
pissy. Yeah, because it almost went all south. But Sapio, you have been. I like how you're holding your hand like this. You're like, tell me more. But yes, I'm sorry, I distracted myself. Chat is killing me. But yeah, you have been awesome, man. And I know that we have you on for a bit of an hour, and sometimes we don't even get you for that much, but you're sitting there hanging on for dear life, just to be part of whatever the hell happens. And I
His
appreciate
dad's
all
on the
that.
door. His dad's on the door like.
If you ever
"Hey,
see
you're
his
done,
arm,
motherfucker.
like,
Wait till I come in there and beat your ass.
his arm's out of frame like this, and it's because his dad has a hold of his wrist, and he's like, I swear, boy, if you don't get your ass out of this room and by 7:30,
Oh,
you're
you gotta
gonna
speak Korean. Speak
Exactly.
Korean.
No,
Do it.
not
Speak
doing
Korean.
that.
No, speak
Not
Korean.
touching that.
I'm beat your ass.
Well, wow. Okay.
It's so bad.
Wow.
Oh.
Look, if Sapio's laughing, that's all that matters. But yeah, who's nailing who? Didn't picture red to lean.
I'm
that
sorry,
way.
Save.
That was
This
not
is a
bad. I'm
wild-
gonna say.
Oh, good lord, this is a wild
Did I
time.
sound like
we're
it?
having.
Did I sound like your dad pissed off? That's all I want to know.
Not really.
Is your dad?
Normally
Is your
when
dad
Koreans are
white?
pissed off, they're calm. They're calm.
Oh yeah, it's terrifying.
Yeah, it's like my buddy. high school thing. His dad, he was Korean and probably I think he was Japanese mixed. Not gonna be racist, and his dad was like Korean. And let me tell you something. We ended up busting a window out of like a house one time. We were playing baseball, and let me tell you something. We walked in that house, and the guy that we busted come to the house, and he looked at him, and I'll tell you, the dead stare this guy gave his son was like, "I'm gonna fucking wrap you up, and send your ass somewhere else." It was almost like it was bad. I felt bad for him. He wasn't in school for 2 days. I thought they killed him. I'm being dead serious. It was bad. So.
Wow. Jeez. Lord. All right. Anyway, that's fun. So, yeah, Sapio, you've been great, man. And I think you and I might have more interactions than the actual full panel.
You're allowed.
But yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we might.
One
actually,
racist joke. Do like, hi, my name's. No wait, you would do like this. Hi, my name is Steve. I have good credit.
Oh, there you go. That's fair. You can do that.
I got good credit. My name's Steve.
That's good. That's actually an acceptable.
I was trying to do the
racist
Asian
joke.
thing. I'm like, that's wrong. I'm trying to be not Asian.
Yeah, you got to do the
I'm
other
trying to be
thing.
white.
Hi,
Right.
My
Exactly.
name's Steve, and I got good credit, and they all accept me for job applications.
Oh wow. Well, so actually,
Hi, my name's
asked
Steve. I'm
everyone,
a bank manager, and I do cocaine, but they're not going to arrest me.
you're right, exactly.
That's right.
My
That's
wife
right.
is she's got a credit score of 700.
900. She's that good.
Exactly. Yeah, she's great. Like, let me show you what else you can do. You want to buy
hey,
her?
I'm watching
white.
the replay and it's horrible. I need to stop touching that.
This is great, guys. This is the most crazy. We're so off the rails.
We need to end the show before we do get
Yeah,
We do.
canceled.
Yeah. This is turning into a
Gotta
bad
hit the
episode
button.
of South Park, is what DeMarco said, and I agree. Thank you everyone for being here. And I think we already all of our handles. You know where I'm at. A Red Wolf Renegade on Twitter, the only Red Wolf Renegade on Twitter, and on YouTube. I don't care what you say, dealer. I am. I checked after you tried to check me, fool. I'm just kidding. I love you. You're not gonna see this. You don't care. But it's true. But anyway, he did say that. He's like, that's not true. He's like, oh, that ain't true. I try to do the dealer accent because he sounds like Elvis. Now that Colt pointed that out, I was like, I can't unhear that now. But anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, so much for stopping by. Be sure to share this. Don't share this. This is going to get us canceled. But anyway, good Lord. What a wild ride. Anyway, oops, I just did a thing. I think I just did a thing. Anyway, thank you all so much for stopping by. Everyone in chat, say goodbye to Sapio. And then I'll hit the button once everyone says goodbye. Let's just wait. Everyone wave. Give your good...
Later.
Goodbye, everyone.
See you later.
Goodbye.
Assassin, fucking wave, motherfucker! Damn.
Wave, Assassin. Are you waving? I can't hear your wave.
Y'all
I
shut the
think he was
fuck
doing
up.
it.
Don't flap too hard, because then we know it's something else.
Oh, good
Shut
Lord.
the fuck up.
I have the power.
End the show.
Goodbye, everyone.